We're back for the second half. Apologies to people on YouTube. I forgot to stop recording, so you might have had like 7 minutes of dead space there. Hopefully you skipped over it. If not, that's my bad. Sorry. Welcome to the second half. Bandito, you've opened the door. Left swinging open. To your immediate right, you see a movement, and then there's a barrel to your right ear. Heavy 7, you've indicated that you're putting your muzzle toward the hand. This is all going in slow motion.
I want to put my weapon up towards their hand, but I don't want to cross the plane of vision. You know what I'm saying? So like if they're flat up
right, you don't want them to see the muzzle.
I don't want them to see. So it's like a couple inches back or whatever from their sight line. And I'm going to wait to see what Bandito does. If he jerks out of the way or does anything to evade, I'm going to immediately pull the trigger. This is going to be one of our people, and you're going to turn and shoot them, and it's going to be pretty funny.
I don't know.
They took the time to pull the hammer back and not act, so they're probably, I don't know.
What are you doing, Bandito?
It's your life, brother.
Got reflex.
I'd say probably just kind of duck. I mean, they're pointing it to my head.
You sure?
Can you look?
Can you just
could I like do a perception real quick?
So to be clear, you're going to take the time to stop moving and look to the right.
Okay.
I love the way Arthur is like,
I just want to confirm what you're doing.
You're gonna dodge? You're gonna look? You're gonna shoot?
Every time I say something, you're like, I don't know, that doesn't sound good. Let me go back to the drawing board.
This is classic. Is like, are you sure you want to do this?
This is me talking to the augury of Neon. I'm like, are you sure you guys want to get me involved? And they're like, fuck no, now that you said that, I'm backing out. Arthur scared us. And I'm like, all I did was ask if you were sure.
Yes, I'll look.
All right. Make a perception check.
What fucking page are flashbangs on?
Do I get the 6th sense bonus or just straight up? Okay.
No.
So
you guys got ambushed here.
Yep.
Oh my god.
4, 7.
You have exactly a 7.
Yes.
All right. Here's what happens. You turn to look to the right. You see a guy tightening his finger on the trigger. His hand is shaking. And just before he pulls the trigger, he goes, Bandito?
It's so Russian.
Is that you?
Then he slowly brings the muzzle of the revolver up, and he's like, oh, where the hell have you guys been? It's me, Diego Garcia.
Russians.
You know who I am, right? Chief Aztec. You all have never talked to me, but you've seen me over the last dozen episodes.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Oh.
I feel like I looks down the hallway, down to you guys coming up to the roof, and you were like, hi, what's up?
Actually, Bandito does. Like, oh, Eagle.
Yeah.
Look at the doctor and go, that's Eagle?
Then he calls out to 2 guys around the corner. He's like, hey, come on, Grinder, bulldoze. One guy walks around the corner with what's obviously a fake gun. He's like cobbled together something that looks like a gun, but is really just like an outline of it using duct tape.
It's a stick with a rubber band.
The other guy's got a pipe wrench.
Can we say that I've grabbed rifles along the way, or are you gonna say that? Okay, all right.
Nope.
Damn, I can't believe
you guys had plenty of chances to say you're gonna loot rifles from
my head.
all of the people that you killed along the way.
You could probably go back and see the words start coming out of my mouth, and someone else cut me off to say something, and I didn't come back around and say it. I was literally speaking it, and I want
to say this, Rad. I had a show called Shadowrun Hawaii once. The crew said when they were going to go save, they were going to go steal an operative from another organization and deliver them to a new organization so that they could work for them. And they insisted several times in the planning that they were going to check to make sure that they didn't have any cranium bombs implanted. And I was like, okay, that's the thing you said you're going to do. They show up, they rescue him. I asked them several times if there's anything they want to do, and they're like, well, we pick up all of his records, we get all of his special food needs. We load up the boat with his clothing. And I was like, nothing else, huh? And then they're like a mile offshore and his head explodes.
God damn it.
They told me so many times they were going to make sure to remind each other to check for a cranium bomb.
All right. So we're on the roof. I guess we're going to go take a peek.
Yeah, Garcia's just like, oh, I'm so glad to see you guys. Look, like, we're in a bit of a pickle here. I'm the only one who has a weapon. I mean,
I
Bulldozer's got a pipe wrench.
I hand one like a my auto pistol and like maybe a mag or two, and the other one my combat shotgun.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
They do that thing in the XCOM loading screen where they equip up and then they like half their weapons.
It's like I just
to
like,
let you know that new people have joined the party.
Like trying to skip dialogue.
Grinder, Bulldoze, and Eagle have all joined the party.
Do you want to give him something?
Skip.
Instead?
Skip.
So Eagle's just like,
I was gonna say I would give one my pistol if that's better than them having a shotgun.
They probably would since it's a distance, but
there's probably at least 10 more of these guys here. I think the rest of the Aztecs are being hunted down. I've heard at least 2 people get shot. There was a lot of shooting a while back, but I'm guessing that was you because I definitely heard an LMG at some point.
That was him.
Okay.
I'm gonna point at the guy with the shotgun and say, you cover this doorway. Anybody walks through it, they're done. You two are with us. We're gonna go low crawl over here to this skylight and see what we can see and designate targets.
As you're low crawling over there, Eagle is just like, yeah, okay, so look, there are 4 guys in here. One of them is the boss. He's sitting on the Devastator. I think he's got some sort of cracker trying to get in. Like, as you guys peek over the top, Scooby-Doo style, whoop, you can see that there's a guy who's got, like Claymore detonators and hanging from his belt. There's 4 guys that are down on the mech bay floor, on the first floor. All of the factory equipment there, your mechs have like lifted it and thrown it out the window or something. So there's a bunch of like open wiring and tubing and shit that's all just lying around. A bunch of scrap metal. And like a dozen dead mechs are lying all over the floor. And in an open pile near some tools, 10 techs, including Baron, have been gathered. And one guy's just like chopping the middle finger off of Baron's left hand.
How many guys are over there next to Baron?
There are 4 men with guns. One of them has his rifle strapped on his back and is currently hacking off a finger with a Tonto knife.
So there's 4 guys down there with...
And one guy's up by the mechs. He's sitting on top of the Devastator cockpit with a computer.
2 guys, right? The boss and the hacker.
No, the boss is the hacker.
The boss is the hacker. Okay, got it. So 5 guys total is what we see.
Correct.
How high up are we?
It has to be taller than the mechs, and the mechs are like 30 feet tall, so you're like 35 feet.
35, 40.
So about 10 meters?
Yep.
Okay. And I'm guessing this glass is beyond bulletproof, right?
Yeah, it's reinforced.
Is there any way we can is there any way, there's like, usually factories have those open windows on the top.
That's like on the side. We're on the top, though.
Yes, you're on the top.
Sometimes you do have the top ones.
There are no top ones here.
Yeah. Yeah, I just is like, I guess I think we should keep on moving. There's not much we can do up here.
So Eagle's just like, wait, before we go, we have some explosives. We could open up a crack in this thing.
Feels like a bad idea with our guys down there.
Okay.
Look, we're gonna storm this room at some point. Are we gonna storm it from a doorway? We're gonna storm it from right here.
We could blow up the top before we get storm. Have someone up here.
There was a hole over by the command center. Someone cut a hole in the roof. Saw a dead body down there.
Oh yeah, that's just a cyber ninja. So
we have a way back to our original starting point, where we can get better weapons too.
Yes.
I think we could use the explosives on the window top here. Blow it up. Would explosives work on that window? I'm guessing not.
So there's the join between the window and the thing that's holding it in place. Eagle sends a couple of seconds explaining to you that he could like knock out enough of a chunk of the glass so that you could get a hole and drop down through, or at least shoot down through.
I was thinking like a distraction wise.
I mean, if he can open a hole big enough for us to all shoot through, I mean, that's all we really need, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
So while you're talking, they chop up a fourth finger for Baron.
Yeah, we should probably...
I mean, that's fine. We're gonna have to get the guy
You get a call over the radio. Like, you could see you literally watching the hacker as he calls you. He's like, "This man down here, Baron, he's starting to lose fingers at a very fast rate."
Look, we've got time. We're gonna get Baron some really nice synthetic hands, which if he's already lost 4. That means we've got 6 more minutes at least.
Are you explaining this to the guy over the radio?
No.
Okay.
Are you explaining this to Bandito?
Yes. I'm explaining this to my friends.
No, we don't
So
respond. We don't respond to the boss.
Here's
Like we
here's
have
how
our
I
mics
see it.
muted. Bandito's just looking at McGurk's like,
Plan A is to blow this window and fill that room full of fire. We concentrate our fire on the 4 that are over there next to the hostages. Secondary targets are the leader. Our secondary target is the leader. Alternatively, we can do a bait and switch. We can set explosives here. This is plan B because it's much more time consuming. We can go back and grab whatever gear that ninja used to cut a hole in the roof, presumably a sword or whatever, and we can cut a hole in the roof in a room that's adjacent to the mech bay. So we blow the window, drop into a room next to it, and then flood the bay from an alternate point of fire. Okay, so you got to decide, like,
I would say
how long do I think that would all take with plan B?
First off, the boss has the controllers for all the explosives they mounted on our mechs. He should be our first target.
All right, good point.
I don't think they've... Does it look like they've gotten into the other mechs, or is it just still working on the Devastator?
So they have explosives mounted on the cockpits of all the mechs. However, it's not clear whether there's enough explosive to actually penetrate it. And at the very least, all it's going to do is destroy the
cockpit.
So it looks like they're trying to steal the Devastator, essentially.
Yes.
To do even more damage.
Okay, so that's fair. Get that guy killed for sure. I found flash ordnance, but I don't understand what any of it means. And we're just going to pretend like...
Yeah, let's not fuck around with that.
So, how long would it take to cut a hole in the roof if we ran back there and got that dude's sword?
It took you 4 minutes to get here. It'll probably take you 6 minutes round trip to get back.
Well,
Because you've already cleared the area behind you.
And then how long to cut a hole?
Well, the vibro katana will basically do it instantly, so...
Okay.
What about the hole that the person used to get into the control room?
You'll have to run across the roof, get down there, and then figure out how to get back up.
Yeah.
What?
So you would have, he's saying that you would have
so
to go
the
to
DST
the hole.
agent... I'm going to tell you what happened, because no one was curious as to how this person dropped 10 meters. They cut a hole in the roof using their vibro katana, and then used their jump pack to jump down and land without breaking their entire body in half.
Because it's something that not everybody can operate.
Yeah, you need
Of
to have
course, it would
training.
also take time to actually put on. So it's
Yep.
Okay, so
it
the
takes
sword
like
cuts holes in the roof like super fast, though.
yes, the sword is created in order to destroy Battletech armor.
that's lovely.
I want it. Or I'll grab it after we finished here.
So here's...
I'm going to write that down, in fact.
Honestly, probably just go with plan A and hope for the best.
Just blow the window and shoot everybody inside.
Granted, it's only me and you that has any major weaponry, isn't it?
Doesn't Harridan carry a sniper rifle? Is he strong enough to carry that rifle now? I know he had it. I didn't know if he carried it with him now.
Oh my God.
Right, that was part of your loadout, was a sniper rifle. I'm
Shots
not crazy,
fired.
right?
I did have the sniper rifle.
And you might have enough body to carry it now.
I do.
So,
Plus, I have the harness.
Yeah.
so I think
whoever's got
Harridan
the-
would probably take out the guy with the detonator.
No, who's got the least damage and the highest small arms?
Probably me.
I have a
Whoever's
assault
got-
rifle, which is next.
How does this conversation happen in character?
All right.
Who's the best shot?
So
in
it's
shaking
two guards
ground?
watching the hostages.
Yep.
Then is it four?
There's 3 guards watching the hostages, and one
3
of them
guards.
is currently tormenting Baron.
Okay.
And we have 3 Aztecs up here with us?
Yes. They are currently armed with a revolver, an auto pistol, and an auto shotgun.
I turn to them and I'm like, are you any good with that? Are you a good shot? Can you hit a man 10 meters away from an elevated position who's not expecting it?
They all just kind of look at each other like, we can give it a good try.
I think they should shoot the ones that are not near the hostages.
I point at one of them and I'm like,
remember the one with the shotgun is watching the roof
right, he's
door.
watching the door. I point at the one with the paper gun that Bandito gave his pistol to, right?
Yep.
You run back down to the command center. Don't make any noise. You find the sword that's on the ground. You bring it back up here.
And don't forget to grab one of the assault rifles.
Maybe you should not be a bad idea because you might run into the one position with all the guns aiming down that corridor.
Don't go down hallway B. Don't even look around the corner, right? He should be able to circumnavigate that whole piece. That wasn't part of where we had to go to get here, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty much on the map. I like mark out hallway bad. Go this way.
So I want that guy to come back up here with a sword because I just want to have it up here in case we need to cut holes in roofs and fucking jump down to break our legs instead of get shot for some reason. Okay. Could we make quicker work of this window with a sword than we could with an explosive?
Yep.
Okay. We need that sword then. So I'm going to send both of, well, fuck it. I'm going to take one of the Aztecs with me and I'm going to go down there and get that sword.
Okay. Which Aztec are you taking with you?
Whichever one is more confident. Whichever one tells me they're the better shot.
Which one is the one that's
None of
able
them
to
are very
accept
competent in their shooting abilities.
All right. I take the guy who actually had a gun then. And I give him my auto pistol instead
You're
of a
taking
revolver.
Eagle. All right.
I'm taking
guessing
Eagle.
they all know how to set explosives, right?
Yep.
Okay, you guys can get them started on explosives if you want. What I'd like to do is cut a hole right above where those dudes are with that barricade and drop a pair of grenades down there.
That's fine. I mean, we could set that up right now.
Because as soon as we open fire into the mech,
yeah,
as soon as we open fire into the mech bay, those dudes are all going to rush back into it too. So we need to have
find out where they're getting attacked from.
So we need to have a contingency for those guys too.
Yeah. So I'll just have one guy set up a set of explosives to blast a hole into the glass.
Okay, so I run down there, get sword, and come back. Arthur, how many fingers does Baron have left?
He has 2 fingers left on his left hand.
And what are you guys doing while I'm doing that?
I need you to make a stealth roll, Heavy 7, to represent you and your partner, Eagle, moving through the facility. You're backtracking through areas you've already been. However, you do not have Bandito 4-manning for you, and there are loose Yakuza running around searching for people.
Well, if I knew that, would we want Harridan to go instead? He's literally got. Well, the stealth suit just makes him electronically stealth, right? It doesn't make him physically stealth. All right.
Also
do you want me to?
I have a stealth of 1.
I could go with you instead.
Are you more stealthy? That's probably a good idea.
I mean, it's not. I think it's a matter of I know what's going on.
All right. Yeah, me and you will go. That's a good idea. Harridan will take charge up here and get them putting explosives somewhere or whatever. Have them do something.
Keep an eye on the door as well.
I still need you to make that stealth roll. Bandito, I'll also need you to make a perception roll with your 6th sense.
Okay, I'll go make the perception roll first. +6.
Okay.
12.
Okay. Stealth roll.
This is my stealth is +1, and then my 2 -2. So this roll will be a -2 to whatever it is. So it's a 4.
All right.
No, it'd be a -1.
-1. So.
Oh, sorry, -1. So
here's the deal, Bandito. You're approaching the command center, and you stop for a moment because you can hear whispering. You can hear someone saying, "I hear them coming. Don't worry, we've got this." And you hear another person that's speaking in Japanese. Do you speak Japanese?
No.
All right, then you just hear someone going, "Ute! Ute!" Heavy 7 Bandito, you're not ambushed, if only because Bandito is reacting in time. But yeah.
So I hear 3 voices?
There are 2 voices. So what happens is the door to the command center gets kicked open, and there's 2 guys leaning around, firing rifles at you.
Okay.
All right, so initiative for the Yakuza is really fucking bad.
Yes.
So 5.
I'll roll first for 7.
Yes.
Okay. Heavy 7.
5.
What's your reflex?
The score or the modifier?
The score.
My reflex is a 5.
All right, you're going before the Yakuza. Bandito, there are 2 intensely covered members of the Yakuza blocking your path. What do you want?
Suppressive fire?
It's going to be much harder this time, but okay.
Yeah, suppressive fire, shooting 10 shots.
All right. The penalty to shoot them now is they're 10 meters away. So no point blank. You have short range instead. They're fully covered, so you have a -4 to this.
So I'd just be rolling my regular small arms, which is 4.
Okay.
So +4. So
How many bullets are you firing?
10.
Okay.
Because so it's -6.
All right, you'll need to
10,
roll
so
twice.
4,
That is a miss.
that's 7.
Is it? Are you including
1
the
plus
penalty
3
for
is-
your self-damage?
Yeah, because I have
Okay.
a +4 to it, so that's
All right.
actually that's 8.
Make the second shot.
That is higher. That is 12.
All right. You catch these guys even though they're ambushing you. One of them has to push the door open, and as their rifles come around the corner, you shoot both of them in the head.
Sick.
Oh well, shit. That was a lot easier than the damn ninja.
I say that in character. Sick.
You don't know what the hell that the whole deal with that ninja. I swear that thing was made out of all sorts of mech shenanigans. All right, we should keep going.
When you go into the
Alright,
room in the command center, one of the guys has the vibro sword belted on that you just shot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, good. Just gonna grab that real quick.
Okay.
How
grab
much
that.
of is it? How much of an ordeal is it to get the jump pack?
Getting the jump pack is pretty difficult. It's going to take 2 minutes of disassembling the desk armor and removing the jump pack from it.
I skip it. Does any of these guys have any rope on them?
Yes, both of them
Okay.
have rope.
I'm gonna take the rope and any repelling gear that they may have had.
They do not have repelling gear.
Okay.
I'll take the
fine.
vibro blade and any rifles they had,
Yep, and rifles.
along with any rifles we.
Scoop all that shit.
All right. There are 2 rifles, 2 submachine guns, and then the assault pistol that the desk agent had.
Okay,
Okay, take all that.
and we just keep on going.
And we trek on back.
All right. When you return, you're getting a call over your radios. You can see that those of you that are on the roof can see the hacker like gesturing down to the mech bay, and he's just like making this motion, and the guy like puts the small knife away and takes out a sword and is preparing to cut Baron's other hand off completely.
Oh yeah, we
Just
should probably.
done fucking around with the fingers, and he's like,
It's fine.
unless you surrender immediately, your man, Dr. Waring, was it? Well, he's already lost the ability to have his fingertips removed. Unless you surrender right now, we're going to take his hand. Are you there?
We're back up. We made it back up to the window.
Yep.
Blow it.
All right, carve this bitch up. Start shooting.
All right.
Yep.
So that's what happens. You guys start carving, and at the same time, they chop Baron's hand off.
Can't we just blow up the window then carve?
You are standing next to the window if you're carving it.
Yeah, we can't. Well,
No, I thought we was going to blow up the window and cut a hole where the other guys were barricaded.
That's true.
Yeah.
You did say you were going to do that, but
we
now,
did. But time is the situation has changed.
what is the
Would it be
plan?
quicker
Are you
to blow
blowing
it
things up? Are you cutting a hole?
Did they set the explosives while we were down
Yes, the explosives are set.
Blow
there? Okay, then
Because if we explode it, the shockwave will go down and up and cause a little disruption.
who's our least good shot?
I've got a small arms of. So this will be at -2 for me because of my damage. I'm a small arms of.
My
4
shot modifier will be a +5.
plus your damage, minus your damage.
Do you have a
No, that is minus my damage.
Oh, okay.
What is it,
do
English?
you have a 6 small arms?
I have a 4.
I have a 3 small arms,
Small arms.
but my scope and sight on the sniper.
Oh,
Okay, then
right.
I hand what's his nuts? The doctor. I hand him 2 grenades and gesture for Bandito to get him the sword, and then gesture for everybody to move back for us to blow this thing before we run up and start shooting down into it.
Roger that.
All right,
Did
you
you
blow a
give
hole
Harridan
ice
a
fishing
rifle?
style.
Do what?
Did you give Harridan a rifle? Just
We give out all the guns.
okay. I'm just saying that for future reference.
So you,
Harridan and one of the Aztecs are going to shoot at the commander, and then all the rest of us are going to shoot the dudes that are standing around our guys.
Mm-hmm.
And Doc is gonna run over there and start cutting a hole in the roof and dropping grenades down.
Okay.
I'll do that.
You blow a hole open, ice fishing style, then you all rush over to fire into it. While this is happening, one of the Yakuza is getting back up off the floor after being stunned, and just takes his assault rifle and sprays the techs that are sitting there. They go down with a wave of fire. Harridan, you're up first. My understanding is that you and one of the techs are shooting at the hacker/leader boss guy. Is this correct?
The boss.
Yeah, the boss.
As well as Rad.
What? I'm shooting at the guys that are shooting our guys. I'm not
Okay.
shooting at the boss.
I'll shoot at the guy with the
You're with
charges.
me, aren't you?
So
You're
that's the
gonna-
boss.
Oh wait, no, I'm cutting.
Oh, is that the boss? Okay, I'll shoot at the other guy. One of the other guys.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna drop grenades down the hole.
What are you aiming the grenades at?
Oh, I'm cutting open the hole above the barricades, and then I'm just gonna literally drop it down
Okay.
on top of them.
All right.
2 grenades.
I mean, yeah, that's no
One on
problem.
the side.
You're cutting it at the same time the explosives are going off?
Yeah, to make
All
it a
right.
quick
Those guys
distraction.
look up, and then they see the roof fall next to them, and 2 grenades drop down. They try to jump over to the other side of the barricade.
And there's a grenade on the other side too.
I'm going to need you to make a roll to toss 2 grenades at 2 different sides.
On top of the barricades.
Do what?
On top of the barricade, so you decide.
I mean, yes, you're going to need to make a roll to toss 2 grenades in short succession during an explosion
Yes.
when you just dropped a vibrating sword.
Okay. I didn't drop it. I put. next
Sounds
to
pretty
it.
damn ridiculous when you think about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's one thing to have grenades in one hand and like cut a sword hole and drop grenades in. It's another to aim them.
Yeah, no, I'm just dropping them randomly.
Okay. Then both of them make it to the other side of the barricade. And of course are stunned by a grenade going off. 2 grenades going off in short succession.
Okay.
Death Wish.
Where you wait for about 5 seconds and you drop a third one.
Who is with you in shooting the hacker/leader? I've heard it's Bandito, Heavy 7, Attack. Who's actually shooting at the leader right now?
I'm shooting at one of the guys that were near the tech.
Okay.
I
Heavy
think so was
7?
Heavy 7.
I'm shooting at a guy who was by our hostages.
Okay. Death Wish. You get your rifle up at the edge. I mean, part of the rifle's getting a little messed up because, of course, there was an explosion that recently happened and the edges are hot. But you slide in there, get the rifle aimed. Let's see here. Other character in line of fire, blah, 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 blah. You're making this shot at a -3.
Okay, so I have a total of a +3 and I'm gonna roll then.
Okay.
So 10.
All right. What is the damage on your rifle?
It's a 5B4.
All right. Yeah, you just fucking kill this guy in one shot.
Sweet.
Well, technically he's not dead. He's just unconscious, but he's bleeding out. Yeah.
Beautiful.
You
Even
lean
better.
over the roof. You go to fire at the leader dude. He's like sitting down, hacking on his computer. You just shoot him, and he's like, and just
Shoot him
falls
right-
back.
right through the fucking neck.
I use my simple action to jack another round in and I start training for another target.
The tech is going to lean over and try to finish this dude off because he's firing at the same time. So the Devastator cockpit now has a bunch of small arm rounds.
I feel like he's not really
Scarring
doing much.
it.
It's like ting, 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 ting.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, don't scuff the cockpit.
The real question is, does this guy, as he go down, press on the plungers on the explosives?
I mean, you said they were on his belt.
Right, but he just got shot.
And he was busy hacking and stuff.
But he just got
I
shot.
knocked him
He
out.
did. He just got shot, so he's falling
I
onto
did.
them. That's the thing. That's
Oh.
what he's saying.
I gotcha.
On a 10, 11,
So I
or
guess
12,
Sounds very improbable to me.
So 10 to 12, they.
10 to 12, they will explode.
Just base.
Okay.
Oh,
You're good.
yeah,
This guy slides down, right? He's going down the mech cockpit, and
and just
you
gets
guys are
caught.
watching, like, the plungers occasionally get bumped. They never quite get pressed all the way. Then he lands on his face on the gantry
I
as
feel
his
like we're
body
all just,
folds
like,
over
wincing
him.
as we see the plungers getting like shifted a little bit.
All right, Bandito, there are 4 guys down They're all in the process of standing up, except for the one that's already standing and is gunning down the techs.
I don't think I can be able to stop the one that already gunned down the techs.
I mean, you can't stop someone who has already done something.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll
Time flows in one direction.
I'll shoot one of the guys who are getting up then.
All right, you have a -2 to this roll.
So +3. No, I have +4, so I'm rolling at a +2.
All right, just a single shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to accidentally shoot the.
Yeah, that's good because if you declare suppressive fire on that field, you're going to shoot all of the hostages.
So +2. It's 5. That's 6.
All right. You run up to the edge of the hole and fire a snapshot at the guy that is chopping off Baron's hand. As he brings the machete back.
Does it hit the machete?
No.
Does it hit him?
No.
No,
doesn't hit anybody.
The
guy
hits Baron in the hand that then immediately gets chopped off.
I mean, to be clear, the guy chopped the hand off and then Bandito shot at them.
Yeah.
That guy takes his hand off the machete and goes to unfurl his rifle.
I'm just like, well, that's unfortunate.
The guy that's with you is also going to take that shot, and he also misses. Heavy 7, you are shooting from the roof as well, and you're shooting the guy that is spraying down your dudes.
What is the for burst fire? What, I take a negative on that, or
yes, you take the recoil.
And what that does,
so it'd be a -1.
So it'd be -1, and then however many bullets you shoot, that's added damage to your success.
Right. So do I get any situational bonuses for this?
You have a -2.
So if you do burst fire, it'd be -3.
That's correct. And if you roll double ones, you're going to spray the hostages.
On added to the -2 that you already have.
Well, I get 2 simple actions. I can shoot twice, right?
Yes, but you can't burst fire twice. You can do
can't?
2 shots. Burst firing is a complex action.
Oh, okay.
So that takes up both simple actions?
Oh, I would have shot twice if I could.
Why wouldn't a Yakuza use a machete? There are plenty of Yakuzas that use machetes.
Yeah.
It's actually very common.
Yep, machetes are super common everywhere, from
real-
Jamaica
they're
to
extremely cheap.
Indonesia.
Very common.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna regular shoot the guy that is most alert with his weapon that's using it, I guess, currently,
Okay,
right?
all right.
So I have a -2, and my modifier is a 6, so this is a +4.
Okay. You need 7. Yep.
Okay, shoot that guy.
All right, was this burst fire?
No, this is regular fire.
Okay, so your total is a 12. You don't have enough to get an extra point of damage. What's the damage rating on your weapon?
5B/5B.
All right, so it completely penetrates the armor and deals 5 points of damage. He's not down,
Really?
but he falls unconscious.
Okay.
Good enough.
You shoot him. So here's the deal. He's spraying everybody down bandit style, right? And then he gets shot, and he's just like, oh, and then falls back on the ground.
Oh, he was really feeling good about it. So like,
He's still holding the trigger of the gun, and now it just like flops his arm around for a while before he lets go.
Before it empties out. All right, and I'm going to point at the next guy that's close. That looks like he's next most ready to use his weapon.
Okay,
And shoot him.
that's going to be an additional -1 to switch targets.
Okay, so now I'm up to a -4.
So you have a +3 bonus.
So I have a +2 bonus because I have a 6.
Okay.
So +3. Nope. Wait, 5,
That
6.
will hit.
Yep, that'll hit. Just barely.
Let's see if this guy goes down. He remains conscious.
Okay. Is
However-
reloading a simple action?
Yes.
Got
But
it.
you've used both your simple actions.
Yep, got it.
All right, so now
I
it's
use my
their
movement to duck down.
Okay. Well, I mean, you had to use your movement to get up to the explosive.
Gotcha. Sure.
All right, the 2 guys who got ambushed by Goldstag are completely flat-footed because they spent their turn jumping over. There are 3 Yakuza remaining alive. One of them is going to fire on the hostages, and the other 2 are going to fire on the people on the roof. Hostage killing guy
Shoots himself.
Here's what happens. He pulls out, he's got his Shimatsu 42, but he just hit the ground. He picks it up, and he's just like Tony Montana style, let's go. He's like hip firing at everybody. And then you look, and the first round is jammed in. He's just like, oh, fuck.
It's a classic double feed.
Poor schmuck.
Yeah. All right, the other guy 1 is going to shoot at Bandito, and guy 2 is going to shoot at Heavy 7.
That's unfortunate.
All right, so you guys moved some distance across the roof, but not enough to give you a bonus. You have light cover from the roof, and they're
If I didn't
shooting
move enough to give me a bonus, shouldn't I have had enough left to duck down after?
Sure, I'll give you moderate cover then.
Okay.
All right,
I have
so
the same as well.
you didn't say you were ducking down.
Well, I didn't know if I had the movement. That's unfortunate.
gotta read the rules.
You didn't ask either.
I should have asked.
It's actually what's the other type of action? There's movement,
Complex.
complex, simple, and then there's a
I don't know that there's
incidental?
another incidental, yeah.
Yeah, you dropping down isn't incidental. It's true.
Let's
True,
see
it's
here.
true. Look up where they describe the 3 types.
3. All right, so
Or
the
4
one
types.
shooting at Rad is at a -2, and the one shooting at Pondo is at a -1. So it's a +1 and a +2. I'll take that. They're both gonna carefully aim, so they're gonna like get up there, see you guys firing, take a second to aim. So that's one action, and the other is firing.
Yep. PDF page 166, incidental action.
Shooting Rad.
Dropping to the ground.
That is a success. You are going to get shot. Their weapon is a. What's your armor type?
My armor.
Chest armor.
Inventory. My chest armor is for which letter?
Ballistic. B.
5.
All right, so 1 will be absorbed. You take a 3 damage hit.
Ooh.
So
Man, personal combat is brutal.
Yep. And also, you're going to take a hit in their mech combat as well.
Oh my god.
Right, because you took 3 damage, which is almost enough to roll over.
I guess. I don't know.
X-Men, yes.
How much is your body?
He has
5.
5, so he's 10 health.
You have 10 health.
So he's down to 5 health.
Yep, and you now have another -1 on all of your rolls.
I'm down to 5?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's twice your body.
And then
You took,
you had a Battlemech hit, a cockpit hit
Right.
from before, which is 2 points. You just took 3 more points.
Okay. Got it. I'm down to
So you've
5.
taken half your health, which is a -2. I need you to make an unconsciousness roll. It is a 7.
We lost English.
It is a 7 plus your willpower bonus. You're
Got it.
fine. And mark down that you took a point of fatigue from being shot.
Okay.
Oh, we get fatigue as well from being shot. That's
Yes.
lovely.
Well, so here's the thing. Like, if your armor rating is enough to stop the bullet damage entirely,
Still hurts.
right, it still hurts.
That's understandable.
It's super unlikely to happen. I mean, you'd have to have someone firing with a pistol at someone wearing full body armor.
Or
But,
you just have like no will at all.
or punching someone, right? Like, if you get
Well, you can
punched a
start-
shit ton.
Yeah, you can start expending fatigue by like moving or doing like crazy things that way as well.
All right,
Being
now the one
encumbered.
shooting at Bandito. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and edge reroll that. I got plenty of
kept
edge to
that.
spare.
That's not
Wow.
great.
Get wrecked.
And that's gonna be enough to deal a whole extra point of damage. What is your armor rating?
Probably same.
Sid, Brad, can you turn your cameras off and back on?
Where did it go? What do I need? The B? The B is 6.
Wow. Okay. So it penetrates 4 points of armor. You have 6, so 2 of it gets caught, and it deals 5. You also take 3.
Shit. All right.
That's
So
bad
then
for
roll
you.
punch,
You also
yeah.
take a hit in Battlemech combat.
Yeah, that's not great.
How many hits did you have before? It looks like you have 2.
Just 1.
All right, well now you have 2. I need you to make an unconsciousness roll.
Okay.
Wow, you might actually be unconscious. What's your willpower?
It's a 4. Modifier is 0.
Do you want to edge?
I don't have any.
Okay, so here's what happens. Bandito is going to lay down prone. He's like dropping prone, and then he just falls over in shock. So he's not really asleep, right? But his eyes are like whited out. He's not responding. He lets go of his weapon.
We're all going to die. This is...
I imagine like a really bad play actor. They just kind of lay down on their side and then put their weapon down and then roll onto their back and just stare at the sky.
What the hell?
And then aren't sure where to put their hands. Like their hands are next to them, and then they kind of cross them, and then they put it back down.
All right, so
pull one up.
Am I unconscious for the rest of the combat?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're out. I'm rolling for the Yakuza that are facing off, and as an 8. This is the one that are facing off against English, and the ones that are still in the mech bay have a 7. Okay, so Yakuza 8, Yakuza 7. Harridan, I need your initiative roll.
A lot.
9.
Base roll is a 9.
I think that thing's...
I mean, that's all you get is a base roll.
Oh.
Rad, heavy 7's a roll.
7.
What's your reflex?
5.
You are up before the Yakuza. Pondo's out. English.
All right.
JS, thanks for the sub. 5. Okay.
What about my reflex?
You don't. You use reflex to break ties.
Oh, okay. Wait, isn't the... Oh, wait, no.
All right, Harridan, you're up first. Here's how it stands. There were 4 guys down in the mech bay. One of them is unconscious.
I will shoot one of the not unconscious ones. The guy that's actually trying to shoot the Aztecs right now.
Okay. The guy who's trying to shoot the Aztecs right now is clearing the jam on his rifle.
That's fine.
All right, you're going to shoot him? Okay. Go ahead.
Is that the one I've already shot once?
No. The one you've already shot once is unconscious.
Oh.
No, there's one that he shot that didn't go unconscious, though.
Yeah, I shot one that didn't go unconscious.
I think that's the guy that was spraying down the techs.
No, that was the one that went unconscious.
So wait a minute. So there were 4 guys.
There were 4 guys. One of them was actively spraying people down at the beginning of the round.
Does the
Then,
4th included the boss, right?
No. There were
was
4 guys
5
and the boss. Yes.
So the boss is gone.
So at the beginning of the round, one guy sprayed down the techs. And then at the end of the round, a second guy went to spray down the techs. You had shot him already, but he jammed the rifle in the process.
So there are 3 guys left.
Yes.
And one of them has been shot and has
a jammed
weapon.
rifle.
Got it.
He is currently unjamming it, and Harridan is shooting him. You have a -2 to this roll.
Is Baron with all the hostages, or was he separate?
He is with the hostages.
So he's been sprayed twice, or at least the group has been sprayed twice at this
That's
point.
correct.
Okay.
All right. So there's a -2, and I have a -1 for my health, so I'm rolling at a +3.
Okay.
And
Wow, that's more than good enough. What's the rating on your weapon?
5B. Let me grab it.
It's nice dead.
5d4.
He's dead.
5B4.
Yep.
Bam. 1 down, 2 to go.
Yeah, you shoot this guy. He gets the rifle unjammed. We watch the round go flying out. Ding, ding. This guy's like in the process of catching it with his right hand, and then the hand gets shot off, and he's just like, what? And then falls over bleeding on the ground, clutching his hand where it used to be like, Baron is right next to him, also clutching his hand where it used to be.
Is Bandito safe at the moment? Because he went down.
No, he's at the edge of the roof, so they could shoot him in the head.
Okay, can I pull him back?
Yeah, you have a second action.
Yeah.
All right, you drag him back under fire. You're like, get back! Next up is the Yakuza shooting at Goldstag. They're gonna shoot at Goldstag. They're in pretty good cover because they hopped to the other side and spent the whole time reinforcing themselves there. Both of them pick up their SMGs and begin burst firing at Goldstag.
It's a quick question. 4BS, what does that stand for?
Burst. And the S is, I have no idea. What is the weapon?
It's it's my flechette pistol. The S might be silenced.
Possibly. It might also be that thing where if you hit somebody with armor and a flechette, it deals a hell of a lot less damage.
Could be. I'll have a quick look to see.
Okay, so you've got light cover because you're on the roof. It's a -1. They're at short range. They're firing a recoil 1 weapon, so they have a -2 to this. You haven't moved this round yet, and they're both going to. Yeah, instead of bursting, no, they'll burst. They'll burst. I just need to hit you once, and you'll die. I miss, and that's a hit.
I'm going to spend. Wait, how much would it?
You can't spend a point of edge to force them to reroll.
Would that, if that was -1 less, would that hit? Still?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. God damn it.
This is going to deal a whole extra point of damage as well.
Why?
Because it's burst.
Oh yeah.
All right, what's your armor rating?
For which?
Chest armor.
Just for ballistic, it is 5.
All right. So it doesn't penetrate ballistically, so it's a 5 damage hit reduced to 4. So you're going to take 4 points of damage as 2 bullets come careening over the top and slam into you. You hear the crunch of your armor as they catch it, and like a bunch more bullets go flying past over top.
All right. So I have 4 less health now.
So you take 2 more hits in personal Battlemech combat.
Oh.
Wait, what?
How much health do you have?
What's your bod?
What is your bod?
My bod is a 4, so it'd be.
You're dead. You just got shot to death.
Fuck.
Yeah, because you had 2 hits already, and then you lost 4.
Yeah. Goldstag gets shot through the chest. So Harridan, as you're watching,
we haven't had enough time to recover.
You're dragging Bandito back, and you watch as Goldstag gets like bullets come through the back part of his armor, and blood is pouring out of the wound as he falls back.
I thought once your HP went to 0, it started cutting into your fatigue too.
No, you just die.
I thought I hit like below 0 multiple times and didn't die.
We did that in Battlemech combat because it's one thing to, get
fair.
knocked around in a Battlemech. You're not dead. You could receive surgical medical attention from a skilled professional. There just isn't one.
So potentially we could have just. I think
I believe Harridan has a med kit on his character sheet.
I have a med kit. I have a med patch and stim pack and.
Are you any good with it though?
So the even worse news is
the rest of us die too.
The even worse news is the other guy is also shooting at you, and these are happening simultaneously. Yeah, you get shot again. Yeah.
You're totally William Dafoe in Platoon.
I mean, potentially we could just. This could be like it.
New character.
Goldstag, you take a bunch of shots to the chest. What are you thinking about as you go down? You're staring up at the beautiful blue skies of Rubigen. It's warm. It's really like normally the air is temperate here, but you feel very warm right now.
Does he still get to shoot?
No, he's down before. It's
okay.
like D&D.
It's not like mechs where it's all happens at the same time.
Whoever shoots first wins.
Can I patch him up and keep him from dying?
He's across the roof from you.
He's across roof and he got shot twice. I don't know if there's much good to that.
You will need to run over there and stop him from bleeding, and then you'll need to perform emergency surgery.
So I can't do surgery.
Well, then you've got some problems,
we're like
man.
A day's journey in mech away.
General cannot attempt.
Wow. Okay. Well, then you got some problems.
I think we all have problems, actually.
People are saying the first shot missed.
Yeah.
The first shot did miss.
Yeah, you rolled 3 times there.
You did roll once before. I mean, the second shot still hit and it knocked him out, but.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine. I thought the first one hit. I mean, with all their... Okay, so the thing that you guys aren't recognizing is that they had bonuses that I didn't say out loud. Like, it wasn't just what was on the die roll. They had a bonus to shoot.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
I think you still said it missed up. I don't know. It doesn't matter. He's pretty much out at this point.
I mean, he's dead.
We don't know what their bonuses were. So we don't know that he missed.
How many guys? There's 2 guys.
Okay.
Look, you're definitely...
These were soldiers. They definitely had some small arms like training.
Regardless, I don't think we have anybody to do surgery around here, and I think a lot of us are pretty much screwed.
Yeah, well, shit's getting intense now. Heavy 7, you were up before the Yakuza in the mech bay. I'm aware that you just got child aggro.
Yeah, not even my kid this time. So there's Harridan finished off gun jammed a guy, right?
Yep, there are still 2 active shooters. Both of them, one of them just shot Bandito. The other one's been shooting at you.
Am I still unable to suppressive fire them without hitting?
That's correct.
Hostages. Okay.
Yep, that is the point of hostages. Yes. You're like, damn! If only I could use that wickedly overpowered ability to just murder them with basically no roll by unloading a ton of ammunition.
Can I use my incidental action to assess the viability of the hostages? Are they still squirming? Are they
Absolutely.
Still
Yeah. Perfect. I need you to make a medical roll.
Okay. Does this count as one of my actions? I'm just looking.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Incidental.
Okay, I do have. Surprise, surprise.
People are saying this is the unplanned end of season 2.
Possibly.
Where is this?
Look, Bandito's just unconscious, okay?
I'm unconscious, but there's still like multiple other.
I have a package here for Tony Stank.
Medtech General. I have a +3 to this roll.
Very well. I believe you need a
-2.
9.
-2, so I have a +1.
Okay.
Nope.
There's a lot of
They're all
blood.
dead.
There's a ton of blood down there. I mean,
All right, well, they seem already dead. I guess I'm just gonna. No.
Is that what you're gonna do?
No. I have to. I don't care about the other guys, but I have to attempt to save Baron at all costs.
Because you want someone able to work on that Warhammer, right?
Because he's the most important. He's more important.
He's the only NPC down there with a name, right?
He's even less replaceable than any of our mech warriors. Like,
this is the complete opposite of Restart, where anytime you name somebody, you desperately try to keep them alive instead of instantly kill them.
yeah, it's a shame I can't double burst. I'm just gonna have to I'm gonna have to split my fire and try and single shot these 2 guys.
All right, good luck.
What's my magnum do? Would I be better off trying to shoot my magnum? Would it take a simple action to transition weapons?
I believe so.
No, it does less anyway. I mean, obviously, but it's okay. All right, I'm gonna shoot the first guy.
All right.
So this is I don't remember what we determined.
It's you have a -2 to hit them.
6 minus my 2, so +4.
And then your injury penalty.
So +3 now that I've been shot.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, you've got how many injury penalty do you have? A -2?
He has 2 plus the -1 for being drunk, so it'll be -3.
Yep.
I'm down to 5 of 10 hit points. That's 2 for being injured and 1 for being drunk. So it's +3. That's what we said, right? +3.
Yep.
+3. Okay.
All right.
Just gonna have to put my faith in dice, and they're gonna betray me.
They did. What are you gonna do?
So I'm gonna
You got
take it
+3, so you have a 7.
4, 5, 6, 7. I do. I have a 7.
That's correct. You hit.
All right.
I'm gonna roll unconsciousness for this dude. He is good.
Okay. If he stays up, I'm gonna shoot him again.
All right, shoot again.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the guy that shot you. You just fire 2 shots back. The first one hits him in the chest, but you can see that the round doesn't penetrate. And he looks down at it and then goes back up to shoot you, and then you down the scope shoot him back through the eye.
Okay, I'm gonna yell at the other guy to drop your weapon, and you can be the one that runs back to your boss.
Okay, let's make an oppose negotiate rolls.
Oh, I suck at these.
He has a 3.
Well, I have like a -4 or some shit.
You're drunk, so yeah. Go back to your boss. Tell him Crow's Black sent you, bitch.
I put enough to have a single point in it, so it's no longer that -4. So it's now 0. It's a flat roll.
Great.
Minus my minuses.
-3. Great.
So I might have actual chance at this one.
You actually win.
Boom! Fucking give up, you piece of shit.
All right. Here's what happens. Because the next guy to go is that guy, and then Goldstag, who's already dying. He picks up a walkie. He's still aiming the gun at you, but he's like, fine, I agree. And he's like, everyone bug out, bug back. and you can hear all across the facility the Yakuza begin withdrawing. You're not sure where, but they do like leave the hostages behind.
I was gonna say, I go to the edge of the building they're fleeing from and suppressive fire them as they leave.
So they don't leave the building.
Oh,
What?
I mean, you weren't concerned like no one saw these guys come to the building?
Okay, well that's a problem.
They're
We'll have to figure
workers,
this out
aren't they? They work. This is their base. God damn it.
We'll have to worry about that later.
they were already here. I'm confused, but it's okay. This is what we're getting. So,
All right.
What happens?
What are you doing, Heavy 7 and Deathwish? You two are the two conscious people left on the roof. There are two techs with you, and then the one guy that's watching the door.
I'm going
You
to...
have a definitely dying gold stag, an unconscious bandito. Your mechs all have explosives on the cockpit, and there are 10 people, including a bleeding out Baron, on the ground.
Triage first. Fix Gold Stag.
Okay.
Make sure he doesn't die.
All right, make a basic medical roll here. But before you do, I'm going to tell you the massive fucking penalties you're taking to this. So, what are the penalties you already have from being shot a bunch?
I think it's just a -1.
I haven't been shot a bunch. I'm just at a -1.
Shit. Fuck. Well, I haven't been doing my job very well.
Then he also has to make kits of flats. No penalties.
You have your med kit on you, which I believe gives you a +1 bonus towards this.
Yep.
So he has a
Okay.
And I
flat
also have a
weapon.
meta patch, which will give me another +1.
Well, sounds like someone was prepared to do their job.
I have that stuff on me too. But I'm out.
Not damage resolution.
You're like more than out.
Healing and
actually.
recovery. There we go.
I thought he was straight up dead.
I mean, I'm
Well,
gonna.
So
he is
before-
dying. Without
you're-
very serious attempts to keep him from dying, he will definitely be dead.
So before
Essentially,
your
if this roll fails, he dies.
before your negatives, I'm rolling at a +2 once we factor in my injury.
He has a serious injury because he's dead.
He's only mostly dead.
Mostly,
We're gonna say that your med patch are defibrillators and an adrenaline shot.
Well, see, I have a stim patch too.
Yeah.
Just checking the rules here. That mostly dead thing won't matter until he goes into real surgery. Okay.
Which we're nowhere close to getting to real surgery.
Yeah, you might be out to mech pilot the next round.
Stabilizing a
guest star?
character.
Well,
This process uses the same as stopping blood loss. But with an additional +2 because it's not in combat. Alright, so you get a +2 bonus to this.
So you're rolling at +4 so far.
So this is like a video game. You just pour some water on it and it's fine.
That is no.
this isn't Far Cry.
Here's the deal. If you fail by -12, you'll kill him outright. And it will be
Failed
your
by
fault.
-12.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Well, I mean, it's possible, right? If you were injured enough and he was injured enough, it could happen. So what are your bonuses to this now? Because you have a +2 for just trying to stop the bleeding.
And I have a +2 once I factor in my Meditech med patch.
That's
skill
correct.
Minus injury.
All right. Make your roll.
So I'm at +4.
You need a 9. That is a...
I'm gonna edge that because I have a point of edge. Wait, no.
I mean, that's a 10.
That's a success. I was about to say, what are you doing? All right. Here's the deal. You have 24 hours to get him emergency surgery, or again, he'll just die.
Okay.
And I can't surgery myself.
Am I bleeding out?
You're...
No,
I think you just went flat unconscious, didn't you?
no, I got
Yeah.
shot.
You're unconscious. You are bleeding, but it will not take much to stop your bleeding, right? Like you're not in an emergency situation.
I'm not in emergency.
He's
So you might
next.
want to get like other people first.
He's next.
No, you
Okay.
might want to get.
Yeah,
Baron.
you go and you save him. Heavy 7, what are you doing?
Slap a stim
if-
patch on him, too.
If Harridan is messing around with those two guys, I'm gonna run by Goldhirsch, I'm gonna rip whatever medical gear he has off of his gear. So like his kit, his patches, all that stuff. And I'm going to. I want to just rappel down, but you said we don't have anything to rappel.
You have a rope.
I have a rope. Is there anything to tie it off to?
My unconscious body.
There's probably like a
tie it to Bandito's ankle. I'm like, lay on him. And I just loop it around my belt, and I'm like,
if you want to do that, I don't see any reason why not.
all right, it happens.
All right.
Oh,
We get Bandito slowly edging towards the hole, even with Harridan lying on him. But then you drop the last few feet down. Bandito stops sliding.
I'm glad I'm unconscious.
And I rush over to Baron, and I'm gonna try
It
and
smells
fix him.
fucking horrible down here. Like,
bet.
people have been shot. People are defecating
Yeah,
themselves.
shitting themselves.
People have had hands chopped off.
I'm gonna, as soon as these two are stabilized, I'm gonna also book it down there.
You want to have one of the Aztec, like one of the mech techs? Just
Oh yeah, the
land-
Aztecs for there.
Yeah.
I forgot about those guys.
I reminded you of it when you started doing the orders here.
So
This is just like
Harridan-
Cranium Explosion Guy.
You don't even think about here, hold this rope. I just tell the next guy, lay on him.
You don't like re-secure it in a smarter way. You're just like, jump on that motherfucker. I'm going down there.
Oh, shit.
You
Yeah.
revive Bandito, and he's like, oh, thank you. Oh, Jesus.
Why do I have rope burn on my ankle? All right,
pulled
you're
my
both
damn
down
leg.
on the mech bay floor.
Don't worry
What's the
about it. It's a
plan?
medical procedure.
All right, I go to Baron first.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, he's had a hand chopped off and has lost all the fingers on his left hand.
I just want to stabilize him.
Okay, that is going to require the same level of roll that Gold
Can I
Sag
be
required.
leaning on this?
Yes, you will.
Okay, so I have the kit, I have a +3 in the skill, and I have a patch.
You have a -2 to this.
So it's 4 minus 2 is a +2.
Okay.
Is that
You
what
need to hit-
Harridan had, or did Harridan have better? Plus his aid makes it a +3.
You need to hit a 9.
Okay. Ooh, that's hard.
Yeah.
Wait, is it a -2 or is it a +2? Because
-2.
It's out of combat and he's bleeding out.
Yes. It's a -2 for all the injuries he sustained.
So what did I say? I have a +3.
Yep.
So +3.
Would Harridan have been better at this?
I would have.
You're there first.
Okay, I do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, got it.
You're good.
Boom. Saved
All
him.
right, same deal. He has 24 hours before he just dies from internal injuries.
All right.
I
Then
want to look for Dr. Assman.
He's not here.
He's not here.
He's
on the dropship.
He's safe and sound on the dropship.
Okay.
What about
He's not in this sea of shit.
where is our other mech warriors?
You mean the second Lance?
Second
Yeah.
Lance.
They have not checked in yet.
They're not coming over any of the radios?
I want to remind you guys that you turned off your radios and started ignoring people.
We didn't turn them off.
We didn't
just
turn them
stopped
off.
All right.
Well, I get on my radio and I'm like,
If
can
we
check
have
in.
a moment, I'm going to execute all the ones except for the boss, and then I'm going to remove all the gear from the boss. Bring him out.
Oh, that's right. He's still alive. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you
he's
execute
unconscious, so-
everybody.
yeah.
All right, getting to the boss requires getting like back up to the second floor. It's going to take some time. You call out on the radio, Heavy 7. What are you saying?
This is grumpy old Sergeant 7. Fucking check in. Because
This
I'm
is-
almost out of pocket dogs.
This is Howler. I'm with Sandstorm.
Do you have eyes on Rapier? Nope, I don't say his name. Do you have eyes on
Rapier is
curved
all-
sword guy?
Rapier is also his call sign.
Oh, well, I don't want to use our call signs either. We're on like a black op mission.
I'm with
Rocket
Mutt.
Man.
Katana Boy.
Okay.
Confirmed that Rocket Man is in the facility. Have not seen him for several minutes. We're about to resecure the command center and get electricity back online.
Roger, stay there.
Understood. You
Okay,
get
out.
you get a second communication when you say out.
Okay, I take it.
All right.
It's like I'm walking up to people in the background.
It's from Shinji, the Warhammer pilot, who's the only remaining member of Howler's Lance that's with you.
Howler just said he was with him, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, okay.
This guy's just like, sir,
Go.
Hell, if he's a madman.
What does that mean?
He's been executing Yakuza left and right.
Good.
As I'm back there just shooting guys.
Like cameras
Look over my
cameras
shoulder.
on like McGurk's face on this moment where he's like been executing Yakuza left and right. Then the camera just pans over to like Harry
And I'm
in the
just like-
background.
Yeah, I'm just like, be advised the facility is not yet secure, so hostages are valuable bargaining chips at this point. Just
Understood.
Take that-
I'll
take it
try
under
to see what I
advisement.
can do, but it's just like back on the battlefield.
Roger, just primary mission, secure yourselves, be safe.
Understood. And then you hear Crossroads just be like, Shinji, where the hell are you? Like,
Hold this guy down while I cut his throat.
So pirate mode.
He's not worth a bullet.
I want to be clear here. We do get the flashback of him moving through the facility with a knife, just like knifing Yakuza to death.
Yeah.
That's what he's been doing this whole time because no one called for him.
I imagine he's just like Bucky Barnes.
We should have.
He's like the
had
Winter
a
Soldier. He's got long, shaggy, dark hair, super emo. I'm gonna knife people.
I mean, yeah, he's like a 17-year-old Bucky. He's Captain America Bucky Barnes from the first movie. You okay there, bud?
Yeah,
Short hair,
that was a
confident.
close one. It's a close call. All right, now I proceed to patch up any of the other Aztecs that look like they're savable.
8 of them are dead.
Okay.
1 of them is left alive.
Okay, you want me to roll on that guy too?
Nope. He's
Okay.
good. I mean,
Save
he
him
only
good.
took a bullet or 2.
Okay.
I want to keep the boss from dying. I want him alive.
All right, let's make that roll.
It's too bad we don't have a mad scientist doctor that's really good at negotiations that could question
I
him.
know,
All right.
right?
I'm actually good at interrogation
good.
as well.
Good, good, good.
Really good at interrogations. God damn it!
I'm good at
Yeah, I remember the last time you guys interrogated somebody. You threw a gas
Never
grenade
let
into the
me-
room with them.
Worked great.
Never let me, because Pondo just wanted to make a deal with him.
That's because you always got super creepy when you wanted to interrogate somebody.
Make your dice roll,
It weirded
Sid.
us out.
That's torture interrogation, interrogation,
Oh, yeah.
interrogation.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Saved him.
10 minutes later, electricity's back online. The remaining Aztecs are flooding into the room. There are 11 living Aztecs left, including the guy that you've saved. Baron is in unconscious and critical condition, as is Goldstag.
Okay, is it safe to say that there are security cameras on this facility? Can we locate surveillance-wise where these individuals have
Where they
gone?
came from and where they went.
All right. You go back through the footage and you find an IR trail that leads to a basement where there's a hidden wall. It looks like there's tunnels that run under the facility that no one had been aware of.
Well, we're gonna blow that up.
Okay,
Yeah, well,
you're sending
yeah.
somebody down there with explosives to blow up the tunnels.
I think that would be smart, right? Like we,
All right.
we,
Should
we
go
armed
with them.
escort. We armed escort.
Grinder,
them, but we wanna
Bulldozer,
cave
and
that shit
Eagle
in.
all go down there with Lance too.
They never come back. Oh.
That was the last they were heard of.
Alternatively, we could use that to escape, but that seems pretty dumb. I think we should just cave it in, get in our mechs, and
Yeah, we need to ferry our.
Am I
wounded
still
out.
unconscious?
Yes.
I stim patched him.
All right, then you will come conscious at the same time the boss does.
Am I still on the roof? Did they bring me down? Or
They brought you down.
Okay.
It's like he just wakes up by himself.
Oh, why does my leg hurt?
And there's a rope dangling from.
there's a rope on his
The
leg
hell?
and half of a hot dog sitting on his chest.
What happened?
Sons of bitches.
Just gold stag laying there. freaking
You
on.
wake up, look down, take a bite.
Like that seems about
Ton
right.
of people so far. All right, what's the plan? You've got the boss. I assume you've tied him up. Before I'm just like, well, he wakes up and he pulls all of the detonators.
He's like, oh, they didn't tie me up.
I did. Yeah, stripped him of all his gear.
Yeah,
Exactly.
We left him untied, but we tied all the detonators to his legs. Tied all the explosives to his legs.
Pulling
We
me.
tied all the explosives to his legs, and then we zip tied the detonators to his. No,
Just to be clear, have you actually tried to move any of the explosives yet?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
That's this guy's
Bandito,
last
you're
bargaining chip.
awake, alive, even though you're heavily damaged.
Yeah, I'm pretty hurt. About at half.
The hot dog on your chest.
Hot dog on my chest. My leg hurts for some odd reason. And there's still a rope probably on it.
Don't worry. Yeah, definitely.
We bring you down.
What?
I bring you down. But I don't untie the rope. I just cut the rope, so there's still like like a little bit of like a rope loop and like a little like 6 inches of rope. Like
it's like a guy trying to evade the cops while he's still got handcuffs on.
Yeah.
Why is there a rope on me?
Sometimes it's better not to ask.
What?
About that, I'll be sure to write you an accommodation after this, if we live. So
I will make
Thanks.
sure to actually sign that accommodation.
Thanks.
I've always been unsure about you, but you make a very adequate anchor.
What?
Wow.
No, thank you.
Snort and walk off.
Yeah.
I hate my job.
What's the plan here?
Okay, so homeboy comes too.
Yep.
We have all of our people are sequestered. We have the command center secure. The basement access point has been rendered.
Has not yet. Is in the process of being.
It's in the process. Okay.
We need to get Dr. Assman to Gold Stag and
All be to them.
Before all of this? What is this? Have our mechs been repaired? Are we ready? Like, what's our status for being
Your
able to
mechs
leave?
are good to go.
Okay.
The thing that is not good to go is the 4th prime mover is not loaded with the remaining salvage.
son of a bitch.
You still had 2 hours to go before that would be finished.
So there's 2 hours worth of work for a
For
whole
20-person team, and there
Yeah.
are now half that many people who are all amped up on adrenaline and staring at a cargo hold full of their friends' dead bodies.
Is it viable to get the dropship to come to us?
I want to remind you, when you took this job, you knew that this is a training ground for 1/5 of the Draconis Combine Admiralty. They have a shit ton of fighters in the air. And before you came out here, I specifically said they brought the fighters back from deep space in order to point defense the planet. You can try to get the dropship here, but it will probably alert them to the fact that the dropship is hostile.
It'll almost certainly get them blown up. Okay.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well,
There are tunnels down here.
That's
Any
correct.
tunnels go to the spaceport.
Would they?
You're about to
remember
blow
us-
the tunnels up.
okay. You could radio those guys and
Before
say,
we- yeah,
put a
radio
hold
them
on that.
off.
Okay,
should-
you call Eagle, and Diego Garcia is just like, you told us to destroy the tunnels just like 6 minutes ago.
If Howler's
Yeah,
down
now
there,
I'm
I'd
telling you to hold off.
change the plan.
Okay.
Secure the tunnel. Don't blow it yet.
So Diego Garcia is just like, listen, I'm used to Mechwarriors telling me to do one thing, then do the opposite thing. We're
I'm
going to
turning
put
off.
the explosives on. We'll just
Yes,
leave
yes.
them
I was gonna
there.
say, yes, please rig it and get it ready to go, but don't detonate them yet. We might need that tunnel.
Okay, I got it, boss.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So we don't know where those tunnels lead, do we?
You didn't even know the tunnels existed until you
Right.
saw them.
So
Yeah.
we don't know that they go anywhere we want them to go, other than 2 of the bad guys.
How big are the tunnels?
They're man-sized tunnels.
So we can't exactly fit gear through here.
There would be no way to fit anything larger than, like a mech finger through here.
So they really are basically useless to us then.
So at this point, how
Unless we
possible?
wanted to sneak out and leave our mechs.
How possible is it for? Does it seem like that the rest of Aztecs will be able to get the rest of the salvage?
Yes, it's just going to take longer.
Presumably twice as long. 4 hours. We'll be ready to roll.
Yeah.
Could be.
What's the travel time to?
Several
The
hours.
dropship. So what's our flex for that 24-hour? Get them under medical attention.
You'll definitely get them there before then.
Okay.
As long as it'll be like a 6-hour trip.
Any other negative consequences for taking the time to load this stuff up? Other than just the time is going to take longer.
Known consequences?
Like, are
You
we going
were
to take
told-
exhaustion or anything like kind of deal?
Well, I mean, you've already been shot a bunch.
Yeah, we're already super fucked up.
I'm assuming you'll sleep at some point.
Right.
You were told via a public planetary broadcast that the bad guys, in this case the good guys, knew your plan and were moving directly to counter it. How much you believe that, I have no idea.
Well, I mean, we're making a plan right now, so we know that they don't know it right now.
If we were to just pull out with what we have now, would it still be considered a successful mission?
Yes. However, you wouldn't get paid in full. You would get paid in mostly full.
Right
Leaving
now,
that prime mover behind will take out a small portion of your payment.
Well, we can take the prime mover partially loaded as is, right?
That's correct.
I honestly think we might. I think we should.
80% of something is better than 100% of nothing.
I think what we could
go ahead. Sorry.
I think what we could do is we spend however many amount of time that we had allowed it originally to load stuff up, and then whatever we have left, we just go out.
My main point here is I want to get us out of here without engaging anyone's forces.
I don't think that's going to be possible.
Well, we'll get engaging as few as possible. I agree. We spend the 2 hours that we already had slated with the crew that we have. We'll only get half as much loaded as we would have otherwise, but half as much is better than none. And there's already some on the loader. So we'll spend the time we got, and then we'll just go.
While you guys are talking, Rapier just suddenly appears next to you. He's like, "Hey guys, what's going on?"
No. Is there the equivalent of like an insight check?
Like, what do you want to know?
Also,
he's just super suspicious, right? Like what
perception, I think.
Dude, I would also like to perception this guy.
Where were you?
Well, let me look up the skill before I answer that question.
Just looking at this guy, like what?
You could streetwise. No, that's to know stuff. Investigation.
I'll do that. I'll be rolling at +1, but
cannot attempt.
All right, I'll do it. I don't trust this guy.
Don't be the cheater, you Rapier. I liked you. Don't break my heart like that.
Don't go breaking my heart.
6.
Man, you meet Rapier's eyes, and he just looks super suspicious right now. You know, he looks like he just walked out of a shower or something. He's super clean. He's not hyped up on adrenaline like the rest of you. So Rapier's just like, "Hey, look, I heard Bandito got shot, so I called back to the dropship. I think we can send one of the doctors strapped into the secondary seat of the fighter. Let it run. Nape of the earth. Oh, you were going to do that? Well, my bad, boss. My bad. I got to it first.
No, I mean, out of character, I was saying. I was going to ask about that.
I think we can get a doctor out here.
I think that would be a very good idea.
1 second, guys. Can I just grip up? I just like kind of motion.
He's just like, yeah, no big deal. Like, I'll just get back to work.
Okay.
Securing a path back to the dropship. My job as a pathfinder. Solving all of your problems for you when you fuck up horribly. Rapier out. He just turns around, just gets back on the phone. He's like, "Yeah, listen, Melissa."
I just like it's like pull like Harridan and McGurk. It's like I don't really trust him right now. He's very clean and very calm for what just happened.
Well, yes, he's crazy.
What would be the time on getting the aerospace fighter here?
It would be very fast.
And it'd probably be like potential consequences of this action.
If it gets tracked from space, they're going to be like, "Who is this aerospace pilot that is illegally flying over the planet?"
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It'd be bad since now they're like watching it.
So just to remind everybody, your forces are in control of a spaceport and have been sending back messages like, "No illegal dropships here."
Right.
We're all fine here. Situation.
Exactly.
Yeah. How are you?
When they see a rogue aerospace fighter leaving that spaceport, if they see a rogue,
that might be the jig is up situation.
Could happen.
Well, it sounds like we're going to make our timetable just loading these guys up and trucking them back.
These two will be stable for more than long enough for us to carry out our planning and wholesale go back.
Yeah, I would say don't risk the fighter or giving away our position.
Yeah. One other thing is, do we have anyone else here to pilot the doctor's mech back?
That is a situation I was considering.
I think we do.
We do.
I think we have one.
Oh, he
pilot.
said Sandstrom was still with him.
Sandstrom's piloting the Orion.
I think we have also one pilot who was piloting the Panther that's still alive. I don't know if he's conscious or not. Is he back in the dropship?
Yes,
or is he with us?
He is. He's on the dropship. You're talking about the other member of Howler's Lance on the dropship. In the med bay.
What about Rapier?
He can't.
Rapier pops his head back. He's like, "You need me, boss?
Can you pilot to mech?
Maybe in my dreams."
Is there any way to slave its computer to ours so we can
don't let your dreams be dreams, Rapier.
Auto walk.
When you say that, Rapier's just like, I don't. I'm a Pathfinder.
That's one of the Aztecs.
Can we take his motorcycle and put it in the cockpit? And
you want to mega
wire
this thing?
Yeah.
Wire it so his neuro helmet goes to the motorcycle?
Yeah, so when he revs the engine, it starts walking forward. And when he turns the thing, it starts moving back and forth.
Could possibly one of the Aztecs pilot it. Just enough to
So when you call one of the Aztecs over, they're like, "Oh yeah, we can do that. We can just put it in maintenance mode and walk it. The weapons will be locked and it'll be pretty shaky on the balance, no neuro helmet. We don't have the doctor's command codes."
If you can wake me up, you could probably find it out.
I think
we can't wake you up.
Very dangerous.
Wait,
when you say that, Rapier is just like, "Well, we could bring out the fighter with the doctor on it."
How we have the heavy loader. We're not going to be able to fill it up all the way. Will there be enough space on it for the mech?
I mean, a prime mover can move a mech, not a mech already and a shit ton of salvage.
A mech plus cargo.
Yep.
Okay. So do we really? Would we not have the code for that thing?
Would Baron know my code to access it?
He's also unconscious.
Yep.
He's also unconscious.
The
Aztecs would have access codes, though.
They have the maintenance codes, but the thing is, they can't put the neuro helmet on without dying. They can't charge up any of the weapons. They can walk the mech slowly.
Even if we flew the other pilot out, he couldn't do it either.
That's correct.
Unless you got my code.
My main concern here isn't getting the mech into combat ready. It's to make sure we don't leave it behind.
That's fine.
Then they're saying they can walk it back.
I thought they're needing the code.
It's going to be super slow though, because the Warhammer is not exactly a very fast mech to begin with, and without a working gyro.
I don't think any of the vehicles are very fast either. So.
Yeah, we're constrained to the speed of the convoy anyway.
You can also run it, but yeah,
we can't in maintenance mode. That's the thing. We can walk it. We can't run it. That's what you're saying.
Or run.
No. We can't in maintenance mode. I think it's just walk.
Yeah. Fair enough then.
So yeah.
Walk. Speed of 4.
It's fine. So we just don't leave behind.
Better than a speed of 0.
If we had to leave leave a Warhammer behind, I'd rather it be the Inner Sphere one that we can buy another copy of than the Clan Tech.
Like you said, better than leaving it behind. That's all I care about.
Just to bring this around, there was some talk of interrogating the boss. He is still conscious, but isn't talking.
That's fine.
Are you doing that at some point?
No, we're gonna wait.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Then what's the next plan?
We gotta get these bombs off of our mechs.
Yeah.
Okay. Who are you getting to get the bombs off the mechs?
Whoever.
Our Aztecs.
All of the Aztecs are down placing bombs at the tunnels.
As soon as they're done there, they can get the bombs off our mechs.
All right, so you gotta
call down there and be like, blow those tunnels, get back up here, get some more.
All right, Diego Garcia is like, okay, you flipped again, we're blowing them, just to be sure, right?
Flipped again, blow it.
All right, yeah, he's just like, fire in the hole, click, 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 click. They blow the hole.
Feel some rumbling.
Yep.
I didn't hear anything.
You did hear something. It was a massive explosion.
Are you going deaf too, sir?
No, get back up here. We got to get these charges off of our mechs.
Yep, they begin taking the charges off the mechs. The rest of them begin loading the salvage.
This Eagle guy, now that I know his name, he has to get a promotion after this.
From what, Chief Aztec to Chief Year Aztec?
Chief Aztec 2. I don't know.
Plus.
Chief Aztec with a pay raise, I guess. I don't know.
Just write him a accommodation. He'll be fine.
Yeah, all right.
Do you? I have a question. Do you want to make him your personal Aztec for your
What
mech?
does that mean?
That means he works on your mech exclusively.
Maybe after all this is done, yeah, possibly.
I would like.
Can I make Baron my?
Baron is already your chief tech.
Yeah.
Okay. Would he make?
You're like, can I make Baron my personal tech? I'm like, he already is.
Would he make more money if he was my personal tech?
Yes, he would get a small bit extra money.
Okay. Then maybe. Probably.
Plus, you would have one person chewing you out every time you came back with armor damage.
That's fine.
I mean, you have a tech that's already assigned to your mech. We just haven't named that person yet. This would be Aztecs typically rotate around the bay. You know what I mean? They're unassigned workers. They're everything you would expect from an assistant tech.
Yeah, no.
It would be a sweet gig for him to just like have a job.
I get my own like X-Man crew chief.
Yeah.
Baron's head tech, right?
Yes,
Yes.
Baron
Can't you
is
just make
the
him
chief
a-
technical officer of the unit.
Can't you just make him a tech instead of an Aztec?
He is not qualified to be a tech.
Okay.
In fact, he's overqualified.
We'll get him the Kenneth.
That's the sound of someone who's been in a union.
We'll get him the Kenneth Cross 12-step program to becoming a certified tech.
Sid, I already have that video. That's why I got stuff into my freaking technical.
It's true.
All right. So what happens? Okay. So we're going.
What does happen now? You tell
So
me.
we're
I have
going
no fucking clue.
load as much as we can in 2 hours into the loader.
Yep.
And then we're just going to go as fast as we can, barring the clan Warhammer.
Okay.
And
His
hope
movement.
to God we don't have to face that Atlas that I know we're going to have to face next week.
Several questions. Do you sleep?
If we're not required to stay on our modified time
Nothing really happened to
schedule,
me.
then yes.
Do you interrogate the prisoner?
No, I'm gonna wait for because I can't even do interrogation.
Can we just take shifts watching the prisoner?
Yeah, we'll just station a guard on him, and I basically want to strip him down to his underwear.
Yep.
Okay.
I also wanted.
How were you transporting him?
Hog tie
Hog-tie.
on a stick.
Where is
You
the
just put him
stick
in one
located?
Just
He's
get
gonna
a
have to-
height.
He's gonna have to be on the heavy loader, and we're gonna
Okay.
have somebody. He's gonna have weapon like drawn on him the whole time.
All right.
Underarmed guard.
Yep.
Zip tied. Hog tied.
Can anybody do something to a mech while they're in the rumble seat of it, the back seat, essentially?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
I mean, they
Scratch that
could,
idea.
kill the pilot.
That's fair.
We
I
literally
didn't know,
want to put him in
what
like
access they had to the pilot from the rumble seat.
He's
is
not
really
going
what
to
I
be
was asking.
inside anybody's cockpit.
We want to put him in like a crate and poke like some air holes in it and like fucking padlock that shit.
Writing crayon on it says ship to Abu Dhabi.
It's like the three of us just shopping for crates, just like that looks
What
like
you're
a nice
really
one,
shopping
nice,
for is a
small.
war crimes tribunal.
This guy's a gangster that came to murder us in our sleep.
War crimes, my ass.
And we're terrorists, so terrorists beat the gangsters.
I
and
think
now-
we're already in war crimes.
Oh, is that the
fine.
rock paper scissors? Terrorists beat
I think
gangsters.
so. Yeah.
Gangsters beat cops. Cops beat terrorists.
No,
I mean-
the other one is pirates, but there are no pirates here. So it's
I mean,
fine.
we're already in war crime territory, so I mean, we are
we're-
terrorists already. So
We're
it's-
literally.
All right. Goldstag.
Mm-hmm.
You want to play Victor Sandstrom in the Orion next
Nice.
time?
Sure.
All right. So, to give us our outro here, 4 prime movers just before noon set out for their journey towards the spaceport to get you the hell off of this planet. 5, 6, 7 mechs begin walking in a line behind them. Warhammer, second Warhammer, Wolfhound, and then your Lance, which now includes an Orion instead of a Warhammer. As you begin heading towards the dropship, you get a call from Valkyrie.
Go ahead.
Things aren't looking good here. On the road between our positions, It looks like somebody's setting up a barricade.
Is there any detours?
I don't think so. Nothing the prime movers will be able to move over. Seems like they know where you are and how you're heading there. I'm reading 5 mechs, including an Atlas. Several vehicles.
What size mechs besides the Atlas?
We're reading lots of heavy mechs.
It sounds like, sir, it sounds like Kenneth Cross unit. Should be light mechs, lance of vehicles, lance of infantry.
So he's just, over the radio, she's like,
heavy.
There's no way there's light mechs.
No, I mean, I'm sorry. Heavy assault mechs, the lance of vehicles, lance of infantry, and I think a lance of aerospace fighters. Is that right? From what I found out.
So while this is going on, you get someone tries to break into the call. Do you accept a third-party caller? It's audio only, not video.
I shunt it to a second comm line.
All right.
It's like I was like, hold on, I've got another call incoming.
This is Rapier. You can hear him on his dirt bike. He's like, this is Rapier.
I merged the calls.
I know of a secondary pass. It's a narrow pass, but I'm pretty sure we can get the prime movers through it. It might be a little muddy, though.
That's fine. I call up the Aztecs. Do we have any chains or anything for those prime movers to hook up to the mechs in case we need?
Yep.
Perfect.
I asked Rapier, I'm like, where's your video feed?
It's just like, that would be dangerous to be on a video call while I'm on a dirt bike. I mean, it's not like I follow the laws or anything, but that's super dangerous. I mean, you can literally be on
a video call where you flew through the air and fired a rocket launcher behind you at 2 elementals. You're worried about being in the mud?
He was showing off.
Yeah. He was like, I quick video called you then because I was in a dangerous situation right now. I'm fine right now. He like waves. He's like, you can see me. I'm at the head of the column. Do you want me to turn the video on? I can do that, but
I can literally see him.
Yes, he's in the front. Wow, you guys are so suspicious of him.
I am, dude. Well, you were just like, seems like they knew where we were going and how we were going to get there. And 5 minutes earlier, flashback, and Rapier's like, I'm going to go find us a path and figure out which way we're going to go.
Because he's like doing his job.
Bandy was just like,
out of character, or Sandstrom, can't you? Would you be able to check ahead?
Yeah, so Rapier's just like, yeah, man, I'm gonna go through the pass before you guys. I'm gonna pull ahead here. I'm actually faster than
I meant to Valkyrie.
Oh, yeah, Valkyrie's just like, we could send our aerospace fighter out. That's about it.
Nope.
No scans, no nothing.
Oh,
we'll just have Rapier recon it, and if he says let's go, then it's a go.
Yeah.
Rapier, can you have your video feed on?
Yeah.
Is that what we can see when you get there?
I mean, can I close the call now and I'll call you back when I get there?
Yeah, that's fine.
Because it's like a 6-hour journey, and it's not. I just don't want to use up all the batteries on my phone.
Either way, I want to try and avoid that mech lance if we can.
So look, here's the thing, sir. I mean, even if we cut around them, then they're going to be chasing us from behind.
Better to deal with that than them in their barricade. We don't want them.
If they're coming at us from behind, it'll be in a narrow pass. It won't be in a wide open area.
All right. So look, sir, here's my suggestion. I think I'm going to go ahead. Like you've asked me or ordered me. It's not really clear so far. I'm going to check the pass, and if it's good, I'm going to go ahead and try to prepare a battlefield for y'all.
Great.
That works.
Okay, yeah. Rapier out.
I'll just like keep the call like between like the 3 of us, 3 or 4. I don't know if.
Are you just including Sandstrom for something? You're like, you're a PC now, Sandstrom.
So I really don't trust Rapier right now, to be honest, guys. I'm super skeptical of everything right now.
I get that, but we don't have a long list of options.
That is true.
It's just a question. Where was Sandstrom during the attack?
Sandstrom was with Halldór and his lance.
Okay.
He's been with us the whole time, more or less.
Yeah. That's fair enough. Just
Do
make
we want to try the second path thing and hope it works out for the best?
I prefer it to walking into a fortified heavy lance, assault lance.
He's been extremely useful in the past, and one curiosity should not counteract all of that.
That's fair.
All right.
I won't deny that it smells funny, but
I'm not dismissing your concerns, but I'm not willing to alter our plans right now just because of a suspicion that we don't have any real fact on.
That's fair. All right.
We have to try it. We have to keep the faith, as it were. And if he betrays us, we'll kill him later.
Fair enough. I guess we now go to.
That's the end
meander
credits.
Our way.
Yeah, is you guys taking your prime movers through a narrow canyonway? That's the end scene. Everyone can take 51 points of experience.
do we get the ominous, like it's from like a wide shot of the ravine and we see like some rocks fall down like one side without showing us any activity up there?
I think maybe the end credits scene, instead of the normal end credits, it's like looking over all of the mechs that Kenneth Cross has, and all of the mechs have very stylized like a mace and a hammer and a sword painted on them, and all of them have a call sign painted near the cockpit. And the call signs are Galahad, Tristan, Kay, Percival, and on the Atlas is written Mordred, right above Excalibur Ascending.
What a douche.
Of course it does. What a dick.
51, you said?
51.
Do I get to add all the people I killed? Because I killed a lot of people.
No.
Okay.
That's a mech combat.
it's
good, because I don't want to deal with that.
That is.
Let's see. 5, 4, 7, 9.
Honestly, killed a lot of people as well. It was very odd.
3, then 2. You killed about 5 people.
I managed to drop. Well, no, we kept him alive.
I killed more
took
than
out
5.
No, I killed closer to like 8. I killed 3, and then I killed 2, and then I killed at least like 3 more in the mech bay.
Like 4. So I killed like 1, then 4, then 2.
Look at how quickly the audience and the cast have turned against Rapier. Jesus.
I'm just saying,
I
it's
rolled
suspicious.
for it, and you told me.
I know. That's the best part too, is that you're totally leaning into it.
Yeah,
Like most people, they'd be like, I failed to roll, fuck it, I'm not going to be suspicious of him. The fact but the audience turning against him is the thing that confuses me.
Yeah, it was like I rolled for it. You told me what I knew, what I felt. I'm going with my gut.
Yeah, excellent.
The thing, I'm suspicious because he wasn't anywhere. He was either hiding or he was outside doing something.
That character you can't be, but any character.
All right, everybody also gets a point of edge.
Yay.
Excellent.
I got my. No, wait, I didn't spin that, so I get 2.
Do you have an edge score maximum of at least 2?
No, so I still have 1.
Yep.
So I got to walk into the next fight with a -3. No, wait, I won't be drunk anymore. I'll just be a -2.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'll be -2 as well. This is gonna be really fun.
Fuck it, I'll get drunk again. I don't care.
If I'm going to die, I'm going to die drunk.
That's right. I killed almost a dozen people and executed this battle plan flawlessly while drunk with a hot dog hanging out of my mouth.
You were only mildly drunk, to be clear, though. You were like drunkenly swaggering around. You were just
had a good buzz going.
Yeah, exactly.
I had the sweats.
Just the kind of drunk that would make it weird when you tried to negotiate with people.
Yeah.
I need to overwrite the save here because
I need to increase my bloody bod.
So, I mean, we've been waiting for this fight since episode 1. Next week is the Kenneth Cross fight. It's also Battletech Bingo at the same time. Probably at least one square is going to be Bandito calling Kenneth Cross into a single duel match, and then the entire lance firing upon him.
No, I'm not going to call
almost certainly
be
match. Almost certainly be a square.
Doesn't sound like I do it all. I just shoot the bastard.
So we burst fire that hex, catch all the mechs, they all blow up, we walk away.
Yeah, can I suppressive fire with a mech?
No. Technically, all mech fire is suppressive fire.
I mean,
do you want to know what happens when a long-range missile goes around Like, can you imagine Rapier being in the same hex, riding a motorcycle when a long-range missile goes off? That dude is just gonna lift off in the air. The bike will go one direction, he'll go the other. Then he'll hit the ground like a rocket, and he'll be
some
dead.
Nice, dramatic, like operatic music as he flies slow motion through the air.
Then inevitably to his dad when he goes splat.
Yeah.
Always wear a bike helmet, motherfuckers.
It doesn't do much when your whole body lands into the ground.
No, he's wearing a helmet.
I've lost
He's
it.
wearing a helmet and he gets up and he's fine. But it's not like a motorcycle helmet. It's like the kid's bicycle helmet. It's made out of styrofoam.
He got what he could from the thrift store.
It's got the fake kitty cat ears on it.
Edge.
So would I need to make the roll to see if I just straight up try to just shoot focus fire on Kenneth Cross? If he's there. I don't know how you're going to do it.
When Kenneth Cross is on the field, you'll take your hatred penalty to anyone that's not Kenneth Cross.
Well, all right.
Hey, it's almost like there are rules for that.
So that's how that works.
I'm okay with this.
So what you're saying is we all just need to focus fire Kenneth Cross first. Since Bandito's going to be shooting him, we should all be shooting him as well.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll can open it for everybody else.
He's also in the biggest mech, too.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of works out. I'm the can opener. Just
He's the biggest threat, but it's going to take the most rounds to bring him down is the problem.
it depends. If you have like bad luck, what I did, where I couldn't hit his damn ammo for the life of me because I couldn't crit.
You could always get lucky or unlucky, depending. But
Yeah,
It'll probably turn out just like last time.
it's just a slug.
Just kidding, because he's got
God,
a
I hope
better
so.
he's got a better mech this time.
I hope you're.
Oh, is it an upgraded Atlas?
Yep, the 3050 Atlas.
That's not great. It probably has case.
Look, everything's gonna have case from now on. You guys are just like, you opened up fighting catapults and Jenners, and now you're just like dire wolves everywhere, up and down the line.
We've stepped into the era of case.
Man, I want to go back to 20, 30, 25.
Yeah. We need to find, like, you know, a
You can operate on the periphery or just in the interior.
30 years.
I mean, let's be clear here, right? Like, you've consistently been on the front lines of a battlefield, and this guy is specifically a heavily armed mercenary mech warrior. If you go fight people that are like in the middle of fucking nowhere, they're not gonna have top end war machines. You know what I mean? Like, if you take contracts working for corporations to go raid other corporations, they're gonna have like an ocelotl or some old ass piece of shit.
This guy does what we do. He's got the top of the line shit, just like we have the top of the line shit.
Well,
He has more.
All of our mechs are super modern.
You're not gonna get the bingo cards from my Twitter. Well, I
No.
guess maybe I could put it on Twitter. I'm gonna be dropping the bingo card generator in chat.
Ooh, smart.
Yep, it's just like Winner's Edge bingo.
We're all just going to be like looking occasionally besides, like, oh, that's a one.
So based on how injured we all are, and
It's gonna be a
based
tough
on-
fight.
Based on the
strike is going to be the free space for everyone.
based on the chances of our medical rolls, even if we do survive back to the dropship, there's a strong chance that we will lose 50% of the PCs in the conclusion of season 2 here.
This isn't even the conclusion of season 2. This is just the second arc.
Oh, this is just
There's a whole third arc left.
the penultimate arc.
I mean, if we make it out just fine, we have a lot of money. That's about it.
We'll just be just where we were. I think before we'll have okay
Probably.
money.
Because remember, we still have to finish paying off the Devastator.
Yeah,
I think we only have like 8 million of that left, or is like 18.
It's very
I don't
low.
think it's much. It's
You
not
have a
that
very
much.
small amount. The problem is that payday's coming up soon.
That's also fair.
Well, we just lost a bunch of people, so that got a lot easier.
I'm not too
We
worried.
also have to fund.
People are like 0.2% of your budget.
Yeah, there you
We
go.
also need to pay for a new couple hands for good old Baron there.
Well, what'll happen is
That's
we'll be
expensive.
like, we can get you some really nice hands, and Parent will be like, fuck that, I can buy like 8 times nicer with my pocket change. I'll get some golden inlaid, like super fine synthetic fingertips, like fucking cyborg hands.
If he pays for it, I'm fine with that.
And we're like, but Baron, look, we got you a peg leg. He's like, my legs are fine, you idiots.
It's a peg hand.
It's a peg
hand. It like it screws off. It's detachable.
Yeah. We're like, look, when you flex your biceps, the little hooks close like this. It's great. You'll love it. And then with his new hand, he's like,
no, that's what you do, right? You just replace his whole arm with the cyber arm, and then you stick the vibro sword in the arm so that he can pop it out.
We give him some sweet Wolverine claws. Except for a set of claws are like screwdrivers. It's like a standard and a Phillips and a star.
What?
Yeah, they just hold his hand up and they like.
What is this, Ghost in the Shell?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
He's got his hydro spanner in there.
His hand is a multi-tool.
Yeah.
Wow, we just went Star Wars. It just leaped all the way over there, huh?
Why not? Let's go for it.
Okay.
Sonic screwdriver.
Look, we need to do some outros here, boys, but is there anything else we want to talk about at the end of this session? This feels pretty heavy.
This was a pretty big episode, I feel
like you guys killed a ton of people and then you just started stacking damage against you. It got bad.
I mean, it was something that we couldn't really avoid.
I actually wasn't useless.
So 3 out of the 4 of us got shot, and 2 of us went down, and 1 of us went down for the count, and the other one got back up. So I think that difficulty level is pretty indicative of like a mech fight we've been in, right? Like in a mech fight, we haven't had anybody go down for the count, but we've lost mechs. We've had mechs go down for the count. So this was really the amount of punishment we took was no more or less than the tough mech battles we've been in. We took a lot of the damage to our person instead of to our pocketbook, which will have a greater impact on the next task than our mech fights have had. But I mean, we've gone into mech battles with not fully functional mechs too, so I don't think this is any different. I do think that this I'm excited and apprehensive about this increased difficulty that's headed our way. But it's also well documented that I'm not married to a character, so
no, you're married to your wife.
I am married to my wife, who is a character.
Not in this show.
No, not in this show, just in life. So, I mean, I'm okay. I'm excited to see where the show goes and what happens next. I'll be excited to see what cool character English rolls up next when Ass Man fails the roll to save his life.
Wow. You're not even going to give Full Stop a chance to do his job?
No, I mean...
Everyone just keeps forgetting that there's another doctor beside Assman who's the actual person who runs the medical unit now.
Yeah, I'm giving both of them an 80% chance on saving me.
Assman is the only doctor I recognize on the dropship.
Of course.
I'd rather Full Staff
he's the real hero of the year.
Yeah, he's the real hero. The real Assmen are the friends that we made along the way. No, I think it's cool. I really enjoyed this episode. It's something I've been bugging Arthur about for a long time. I think it went pretty smoothly. We had a couple, early on, we were like, how does suppressive fire work? But once we had it all figured out, I feel like it went just as smoothly as a lot
don't worry.
of the
next season, we'll do another
D&D
one
games
in
would go.
6 months or so. We'll have to relearn everything.
I feel like 1 per season is probably pretty good. I don't know. I'd like to hear from the audience. I'd like to hear on Discord. I'd like to hear in YouTube how much people like these episodes. I really enjoy them. I like the high risk.
It was very high risk.
But I like it because I'm sure you've noticed I built my character for this, right? Like he has the loadout, he has the skill set, he has all of these things where he's literally a killing machine outside of his mech as well as he is inside of his mech. So, and I think over time, I think everybody else here, all the other PCs have really caught up on a lot of those skills too. I think they're just as good as him in a lot of ways. So,
I mean,
I supplement that with gear.
yeah, which is good.
I need better armor. I've just got the base stuff.
Yeah, I'll definitely do some book shopping and try and figure out to do some upgrades, do some more research. So the next time we run into this, we're not.
I've got it.
I've already got 81 points back full of XP, so I'm thinking about dumping it into BOD, perhaps by chance. I like increasing my stats. I'd like to get my stats modifiers up higher. The problem is they don't translate to a lot of productivity in mech, but they translate to a lot of productivity out of mech.
I mean, Reflex should.
Yeah, Reflex does. So it's kind of a hard sell, right? Like you want to, the lethality is so much higher outside of the mech, but we do it so less frequently that it's kind of like a wonky investment to make. especially when we're all a little except for Bandito, we're all a little behind on our actual mech skills, so we should be like working those as well. I think Harridan and I just hit veteran status. I have at least a 3 and everything now, or maybe that's just regular Mechwarrior status. I don't know.
That's regular.
That's regular. Okay, so what do you got? What's the threshold for veteran?
4.
4s. Okay, I'll probably work on that next time.
Something like that. I'll take a look at it.
What
Everyone has already written off Gold Stag. Holy shit, guys.
God damn it, guys.
I'm sorry, English. I know you probably want to keep playing your character. I like character death because I like being introduced to new characters. I think it takes the story and changes the dynamic of the team in new and interesting directions. I haven't talked to Arthur about it yet, but I'm considering, death or not, retiring Butch McGurk at the end of the season and coming up with a new character for the 3rd season.
And there's so many YouTube comments that are going to happen like at that instant right now.
Please comment.
So many people have paused the video.
It's just an idea. It's not something I've committed to or anything like that. So just, let me know how you feel, I guess.
All right, just for the folks at home, by the way, in a regular game, Gold Stag would actually be dead. However, as I've always told these guys, you'll get an edge reroll, you'll get a chance to not be dead, like that. If an ammo explosion happens, you get the chance to eject before you horribly die. I believe
I was headshotted and I would have usually died, and you're like, go ahead and roll to eject. I was like, okay.
Yep.
I had accepted death with arms wide open with my character. It was like, go ahead and roll to eject. Like, what?
So rules as written, we would have already had at least 2 pilot deaths.
Yep.
Mine long before, so.
I wanted to have the story of abnormal heroes rather than regular Mechwarriors, because regular Mechwarriors die all the fucking time.
Makes sense.
But as you can see, it doesn't take much to kill a Mechwarrior. Like a rifle shot can kill them. Even a pretty good one can just go unconscious from being shot one time.
Yep.
It makes sense. I've been shot at one time and I wanted to go unconscious.
Yeah.
Wasn't even actually shot.
Yep. I had fun.
Only so much punishment the human body can take. All right. Well, thank you for joining us once again. As requested, please let us know in the comment section on YouTube, your likes, your dislikes. Do you want to see more of this ground combat stuff? Do you give the Roman thumbs up or thumbs down to Gold Stag? Do you think he's going to live or die? Is Rapier a traitor? Tell me all of your thoughts. And of course, join us on Discord to talk about this episode, because some hot shit happened here.
Yeah.
Speaking of hot shit, let's go ahead and talk to Pondothemad.
Hi, I'm Pondo, or Pondothemad.
No reaction there. I'm actually kind of sad. I thought I'd get something.
I gave you an eyebrow waggle.
Yeah, I'm Pondo, or Pondothemad. You can catch me at YouTube or Twitch, respectively, at Pondothemad. Tomorrow I'll be streaming about 1-2 o'clock Eastern time in the afternoon.
What are you streaming?
I don't know yet.
All right.
Do you still run a Discord, Pondo? I'm a little unclear.
Wow, Rad. Holy shit.
Yeah,
Personal attack.
No, he's been busy. I just didn't know if he was going to get back into it. He went on vacation.
Yeah,
He's got a lot going on.
I got a quest that I'm going to start tomorrow morning.
I'm excited to continue on with it. I just didn't know if I didn't know if it was high on your list of things to do, I guess is what I'm saying. It wasn't just shot, Arthur. Not everything's a shot. I was just asking a question.
Brutal assault. No one left alive.
People always say that about me. People always think I'm trying to tear people down. There's something about me. I don't know. Maybe
Your direct seriousness.
Maybe it's because I'm always trying to tear people down.
Pondo, you did some good shots here. You killed a lot of Yakuza tonight.
Yeah.
Even more importantly, you survived being stabbed to death by a ninja, which is not easy.
Yeah, quick draw on that ninja was pretty rad.
It was that one ninja did not want to die after.
Yeah, that ninja had 6 points of edge, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That's why I was okay with out edging you. Like every time you're like, I'll add an edge, I'll just be like, I'll just add another edge. That's fine.
Yeah. No, I didn't have that big of a pool of edge. My God.
Yeah, the problem is the health pool was not big enough. You know what I mean? Like, edge doesn't give you extra hit points, unfortunately.
Yeah.
No, I mean, he survived really well. It took 2 shots with an assault rifle to the chest. So I was like, all right, I'll just load 4 or 5 bullets into him and hope for the best. Oh, I killed him? Sweet.
English, what are your plans for streaming?
I'm Englishmudkip. I will be most likely streaming tomorrow. I'll be streaming some Monster Hunter World. I'm going to be fighting Nergigante, which is one of...
Is that good?
Yeah, Nergigante is one of the elder dragons in the game. You see, fight him a couple of times beforehand, but don't kill him.
Interesting. A recurring boss, huh?
Yeah, but then you get to kill him sooner or later.
You teaming up with Sawfang for that?
Most likely, and a couple of other people from Discord and our groups. You can find me on Twitter at Englishmudkip and Twitch Englishmudkip. I usually stream around about 8 or 9 GMT.
Okay.
My time. So yeah, catch me around there that time.
All right, Raddosaurus, I'm going to personally attack you.
I'm ready.
Despite all of the talk about making a cool character so that we could interact on Cotton's Discord server, you haven't fucking talked to me once.
Hey, you haven't been on there either. I've been looking for you.
I only show up if anything is happening in the lounge.
All we ever have is Gaston basically shows up, or
exactly,
or the girl that sits upside down in a chair, and I'm like,
yeah.
I don't have anything to say to those people.
It's been weeks. You haven't talked to me, and then I was like, well, these fucking assholes show up and treat me like a dick, so I'm just gonna stop showing up until someone interesting comes.
I want you and me and Pondo's aunt, or not Pondo, EQ's aunt, to get in on a quest together when Pondo drops his new quest.
Interesting. Yep, that is a confusing party, but sure.
All right, I think you'll.
There's a lot of baggage there.
You're gonna dig it. Yes, start unpacking that now, and then by the time he drops it, you'll be
just ready. So you know, my character is not combat optimized. I'm really good at reading books in different languages.
Mine's
staring at people really hard.
I mean, I have a hexblade, so OP.
Yeah, I mean, I could drop a quest for you guys tomorrow if you guys want.
Sure.
I can make it however deadly as you want it, or however.
No, I want it super easy mode, research quest. Drop it on me, bitch. Hit me with that EDM.
Most of the people I don't like on there just joined a quest, so I'm starting to feel like kind of safe about joining one and not having like some of.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll just make it super deadly, and there's going to be Rad's character fighting off a bunch of guys while AP's character is trying to do research
or something. Yeah, exactly.
Look, I personally attack Rad, and then chat personally attacked me. Next week, you should only do 5 minutes of intro so you can get through more than one round of mech combat. Wow,
that's on me. I'm probably the biggest Gabby.
I think I probably am, but you're number 2 for sure.
For sure.
You don't want this combat to last like a month?
Well,
come on.
With the salts and heavies, yeah.
No, I think this is the longest arc we've ever had for sure, with 2 guest combats.
I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay with
5 or 6
getting right into the combat.
I think the second arc of, the first season was.
We're at 6 episodes now, and this next mech fight will probably take 1 to 2 more episodes, so that'll be 8.
Yeah. I think that's reasonable.
Rad, what can you tell us about yourself?
Hey, I'm Raddosaurus. I'm a sometimes commissionable character artist. I am getting slowly closer to opening commissions to the general public. The best way to contact me for that is either on Twitter or on Arthur's Discord, or if you happen to share another Discord with me, I'm on a couple. But I had a lot of fun tonight. I'm pretty pumped about going on to next week and seeing what happens. And I am excited to uncover what lies in our mech company's future. So, yeah. That's it, really.
On one hand, he's like, I want to know what happens to Crow's Black, but on the other hand, I want to kill my character as soon as possible.
I'm not saying I want to kill my... Look, give me your feedback on that. I'm open. I'm very
Every
open to,
single person who has
audience.
ever chimed in about Butch McGurk being a military man is going to be like, fuck no, keep McGurk alive. He's the only good character.
Well, look, anybody who's been a military man would know that when it's time to retire, you peace out. You peace out hard.
You don't want to be like 2 days from retirement and then get killed.
You live the rest of your life and cut off some flip-flops. So
That's
saying.
what retirement is for you.
Yeah, I mean, I already live like that when I'm.
You're just ahead of the game in there.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm just, it's not that I'm bored with him. There's a lot of different characters to play, guys. If you like the first character I made, why would you assume that you wouldn't like the second character that I make?
You just missed the first character.
Obviously, I'm going to make a really sassy teenage girl named Biscuit and
Rye bread.
Trisket. Her name is Trisket.
No, this one will be named Biscuit, and I'll have several aliases. And
we already had a Biscuit. That was the name of the older brother.
Oh, then I'll have to come up with Pumpernickel.
Trisket. Her name is Trisket.
I'll have to be Pumpernickel. And only after an entire season arc will you uncover that she's actually the youngest sister of all the siblings you murdered, and she'll kill you in your sleep. And then you'll have to make a new character too. And then Butch McGurk will come out of retirement, so that it's just a whole thing to make someone else
That's the end of
retire.
season trailer is Butch McGurk showing up out of the shadows while she's standing over the dead bodies, pump actioning. I'm back, bitches. He drops the cigar.
He's got the hot dog in his mouth. He's like, it's about time.
Hell, it's about time. James Rayner here.
Yep.
Gosh, man, StarCraft 2, that was so long ago. It's painful.
I
Wings
played
of
some of
Liberty.
that just last weekend.
Which one?
Uh,
Protoss or Terran?
oh, Terran.
Okay,
That's what I'm talking
Wings of
about.
Liberty. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Look,
Oh,
Wings
no,
of Liberty
no,
was confusing because James Rayner went from I'm gonna fucking kill Kerrigan to I'm gonna fuck Kerrigan in the space of 10 seconds, but
Well, that's how you know it's love.
It's true. I always threaten the lives of people that I love the most. I'll kill you if you ever leave me. That's how you know I love you. But don't leave me, because I'll kill you.
all right, Eminem and Rihanna. You got anything else for us, Rad?
No, that's it.
All right, Sid, talk to me.
I had a lot of fun tonight. I'm glad that I wasn't completely useless. That was a lot of fun. Very dangerous. If I had gotten shot, I would have died.
Got some clutch sniper shots in there.
I had 3 HP.
Oh my god.
That was it. Well, my base is 4, so
Jesus.
Actually, you would have had 2 HP. You would have died.
oh shit, I had
Yeah.
2 HP.
Yeah, because you took a hit and then, yeah.
Yeah, I would have died.
Yakuza could have sneezed on you, and it would have been like Indiana Jones with like the flesh like shooting out your face.
So you get shot with the pistol, and then suddenly there's a big gaping hole, like a 50 cal just hit you in the chest.
Yeah.
And there's McGurk behind him, leaning down, looking through it.
Looking through the hole.
Puff a
Yeah.
cigar.
God
Benny's like,
damn.
holy shit.
It's fucking made of paper.
No, I had a lot of fun. It was good.
Huh?
I went and took the skill points that I've been saving up, and I increased my gunnery mech because we're going to be facing Kenneth Cross. So my gunnery mech is up to 7 now.
Oh shit, you have a 1 in gunnery now?
Yeah.
Just
Cool.
like
Mine's
me.
staying at 2. It's
Well,
not
now
really-
that your battle value's higher, I'll just have to add another unit to the field to represent
Why
that
you
bump.
gotta do this?
I shouldn't have said anything.
I'll
I made
keep
a
it-
mistake.
I already wrote the scenario. I'll keep it the same. It's already gonna look. We talked about this being tough, but with all of the injuries you guys have, it's gonna be really fucking
See,
tough.
all I'm trying to do now is to counteract my naturally terrible rolling.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you take a headshot in the mech, you'll actually just outright die, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
I think you'll. I don't think
I
you'll
would go-
outright die
I would
because
go
I've had
flat,
that scenario before, and I died.
Right. I mean, he'll be at the point where he'll require immediate medical surgery as soon as the fight's over, which can't be provided because he'll still have to walk to a spaceport.
You're like, I upgraded my gunnery, and Arthur reads out of the piece of paper and he crosses out a Jenner and just writes King Crab.
Injury lower the battle value. What? That's crazy. That would be unfair. I'm not going to lower the battle value. It's going to be amazing. Don't worry.
Over multiple combats, getting headshots on our mechs, and then shooting us up out of mech to get us.
This is how campaigns work.
Before we go into the boss fight.
The fight's going to go, and in the first turn, each of our mechs will receive a headshot, and we'll all be dead. Kenneth Cross is like, he splits his fire, and just the Atlas was like, pew, pew, pew.
3 headshots. Wow, you know that would actually be fucking amazing if that happened.
Like Excalibur ascending, motherfucker. Just starts doing a lot of Atlas hip thrusting.
And then Arthur reveals that the entire campaign has been a television show.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's been an internet stream.
Someone yells cut.
It was a movie produced by Kenneth Cross, just to show like that you should buy his services.
Look, at the end of the next episode, I'm definitely gonna, maybe at the beginning of the next episode, I'm gonna have the next Immortal Warrior advertisement. I've been wanting to do one for a while.
I love those.
Immortal Warrior, like Dragon Clash in the Kingdom of Ice.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Nobody. Sid, you got anything else to tell the audience?
Let's see. I'm gonna get back to making videos on my regular schedule starting tomorrow. Now that the day job craziness has subsided, so I've got a lot of stuff to catch up on. Battlefield 5, indie devs, Kickstarter scams, all kinds of fun stuff's coming down the pipe. So pay attention for that. I've also got a review or two that I might be working on. And yeah, that's about it. Hope be back this Monday, hopefully, for Kent Cole that we keep missing somehow for some reason. That'd be nice to get an episode in there.
I always say if you need an extra freaking guest, I'm always free.
So, and that's basically it. I don't have anything else going on.
All right.
Just more videos and more videos.
I'm Arthur Perkins. This is APGamingREAL. Just a reminder, we have Patreon at patreon.com/APGamingREAL. If you want to help fund the fantastic art that happens here, at the time when Rad eventually invoices me at some point in life, that invoice will be paid for with Patreon dollars. Also, if you have Amazon Prime for some reason, you can use your Amazon Prime on Twitch to subscribe to this channel and get some emotes and support the channel. Show up on Discord and talk about the show. That doesn't require any money at all. Actually, just show up anywhere and talk about the show. Yeah. Talk about it to your family, talk about it to your friends, talk about it on Twitter and social media. That's like the biggest support you can give us. Like if you're like, I don't have money to give, but I want to support the show, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it.
Find all them Reddit subreddits.
That's true. You could find the Battletech subreddit and say nice things about us. They don't like us there. We have the death sentence in 12 subreddits. I actually got banned off the Pathfinder subreddit.
Wow. Oh, damn.
Yeah, they were mad because I was like, hey, watch my Pathfinder show. And they were like, fuck that. And I was like, okay.
Don't watch my Pathfinder show.
That's fine. Battletech bingo next week. Yes. There will be a prize for the winner. I'm just not sure what it will be yet. We'll be using the honor system.
I might be able to throw in some kind of art, some art reward to
maybe, you got but going on. You know what I'd appreciate more than an art reward?
Invoices.
An invoice?
I was actually going to say the art I already have scheduled for you, but also an invoice would be nice.
Hey, you saw I'm working on that. I gotta go.
I mean, you have one of them, but there are 4 pieces there.
I know. Well, we'll talk.
Yeah, I mean, we will talk. It'll be like this. Hey, Rad, send me a fucking invoice.
Yeah.
I'll get to you later.
My day's not complete without that.
I got Unis to invoice me after like 3 months.
Hey.
I don't know why it's so hard to chase these artists down and give money to them.
I don't know. It just doesn't feel good asking people for money, I think. Like, that's how it is
But
for
that's
me,
why
right?
I don't have... You don't have to ask me for money. I'm like, I will fucking pay you. Send me the invoice. I'm like a gun to your head. I'm like, send me the goddamn invoice, Raddosaurus.
It literally says send request for money, and I'm like, I don't like that. It doesn't feel right.
Oh
I need the money. I need the money.
Look at what I'm dealing with, audience. Camera guy, can you zoom in on this situation? Someone hit Rad with a slap chop immediately. That's it. We're done for the night. I'll see you next week, probably.